You're good.
Hi, welcome to Loud Equals Funny, episode 51, where we live in a clown world.
Woo! Society, bitches.
Yeah.
I was muted. Yay!
Hooray! Yay!
We have a
Welcome
guest
to
with
the
So,
us.
yeah.
That's
We're
Black
in the
Brains.
guest era, truly.
Hello.
Welcome, Black
Yes.
Brains,
Hello,
to
hello.
the podcast.
It's like
We
5
got a-
episodes
you
in a
so much
row
for
where we've
having
had
me.
a guest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, you're here for the big occasion.
Oh,
Nope.
am I
Uh-oh.
fucking?
Yeah,
Is
you were
something
fucking
wrong?
a little bit.
Oh
You
no.
did fuck a little bit.
Tristan's
now.
currently got a hurricane happening outside his house,
I'm
directly
alone.
outside.
I don't
Yeah.
hear anybody.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Tristan
boy.
can't hear
Of
us.
course,
That's
of
a
course it's
Oh,
immediately when we fucking start recording. Of course it is.
Can you hear us?
Immediately.
That's
about right.
Wow.
Can you hear me?
Well,
There.
This is
Okay.
good.
Okay.
Alright.
Did you hear any of what I said?
yes,
it.
you were fuming.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. All right. I can hear you now. So there's some thunderstorms going on in my area. So
Yeah.
So,
Actively got a hurricane outside on his doorstep as
yeah,
we speak.
Tristan
yeah, it's standing out
may-
there.
Maybe spotty. It's knocking on the door. Just like, come on.
It's gonna
Okay.
happen. Yeah. But yeah, we're here for the wombo combo of Dr. Disrespect.
Yes. Who's done
I guess,
nothing wrong. I'm kidding.
Yeah, he did nothing of consequence, absolutely,
Jeez.
according to several people. And possibly also Boogie, who
Oh,
if
God.
we have time for it, Boogie
Yeah.
is
Well,
also
we'll definitely have to cover Boogie after, but I think the
Yeah.
main thing here is the pediatrician disrespect.
Ooh.
I don't know much about this individual, so I mean, who is this guy?
So,
Wow.
Who is this 4chan?
okay, I can actually explain pre-Doctor Disrespect. Tristan, what do you got there?
Go
Pre-man
ahead. Go
disrespect?
ahead and explain like the basics of who Dr. Disrespect is.
Who was
Okay.
he when he was Mr. Disrespect?
Yeah,
Or
so-
the- you
Where'd he
know.
get his doctorate?
Before he
His
got his
doctorate.
doctorate.
He
Yeah.
funny enough, he got his doctorate at Activision. Not even kidding. So there's some of that. Yeah, he
Well,
originally,
Great.
that's really embarrassing.
he originally worked at Sledgehammer Games on Modern Warfare 3, the original Modern Warfare 3, not
Slut
the
shamer games? Is that what
Slut-shamer.
you just said?
That's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
problematic. I don't like that. I don't like slut shamer games.
Sledgehammer Games. No, Sledgehammer.
pretty sexist.
Sledgehammer, who was kind of built to like pick up the reins after Infinity Ward all kind of left for Respawn after they didn't get paid for Modern Warfare 2. Long story on that shit. But effectively, Doc was a developer on that one and Advanced Warfare. So he worked on 6 multiplayer maps, which means, yes, Call of Duty now has at least 6 multiplayer maps designed by a pedophile.
Cool.
Well, it's
Well, we're
Sex-
getting
sex
ahead
pen,
of
sex pen.
ourselves.
That we know of.
I should say sex.
Yeah, it's
Not
an
even-
act.
Who said that he's a pedophile? He's
It's-
just a wonderful streamer that I watch every day on twitch.tv.
Well,
I don't know if you've been doing it anytime recently.
not
Because
since
he has
2020.
So,
Banned for 4 years, and
you're getting ahead of me. Let
yeah.
me swap my window because
actually-
I put together a
Yeah.
little bit of a thing.
Ooh, all right. I'll let,
Wait,
I'll
wait,
let
wait.
you-
How exhaustive of a timeline is there on this this disrespect individual?
As a streamer since probably like 2015, I'm not
It's
entirely.
been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while, but he's been online for a very long. Oh shit! All right. Well, Tristan's got like a PowerPoint.
I like
So
I like
I've-
the alliteration.
I have made a PowerPoint describing a lot of things in Microsoft Office PowerPoint 2003.
Perfect.
Respect.
See, I got the copyrights on it.
I see the copyrights.
So
80 pages. Oh my god.
this is
There
Dr.
he is.
Disrespect.
Mhm.
He's
Yes.
a streamer. Can you tell? I never really got the appeal of him. Oh, all right, it's going without me. So yeah, I was never really a big fan of him, but I also didn't hate him. He's
Yeah.
just a streamer that I was. Yeah,
I
he was
mean,
just a streamer that I was aware of.
the thing I'll say that I kind of liked about his design was the. I mean, I'll even kind of like full screen mine real quick. Is the kind of like 80s aesthetic of like neon red, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
it's a nice look to something, but it's also
It's got the whole background.
Yes.
He claims to be
Yeah.
like the 2-time Nintendo World Championship, I think, which is not true. By the way.
Yeah, it was. There is a.
It was a story fabricated for the character.
Yeah, some of it's a character of Doctor Disrespect. Guy Beam is his actual name, and it's like obviously, he's done shit.
I love
before.
when these people have these like character names and then their real name is Guy Beam. It's that's like a movie. It's like a guy from a movie.
The funniest thing, his actual name isn't Guy. That's just his
Herschel?
nickname.
Yeah.
Herschel.
So the
Herschel
story,
Beam?
yeah, the story so far. In December 2017, Disrespect, MD, admits to cheating on his wife of 9 years. He disrespected his own wife. I can't believe it. Dr. Disrespect my wife. And you know what? I'm not a fan of people who cheat on their spouses, but at the end of the day, whatever.
I do have to pull up. Do you have a Doctor Disrespects his wife Fortnite image in here?
No, I don't.
All right, I'll pull that up. Continue. Sorry.
It's very disrespectful of him, yeah.
Yeah, quite disrespectful, you would say. So on June 26th, 2020, just a little bit over 4 years ago now, we're recording this on the 30th.
This one.
Yeah.
Professor Disrespect was permanently banned from Twitch while streaming a popular children's game known as Roblox. An omen. Nobody knows why.
That's what he was doing at the time.
Yeah, speculation runs rampant, and until recently, which we'll get into, the most prevalent theory was that he lied about how much money Mixer offered him so that Twitch would offer him more, which is believable enough.
Yeah, there was a lot of talk back at the time. You say speculation runs rampant. There was a lot of talk back at the time that it was, the classic, he got canceled, they're trying to censor him, whatever. And I seem to recall there were some reasonable theories to that end, but I don't remember exactly what they were.
To this real quick.
Yeah.
Seems to be that they were all wrong, though.
And then eliminated by Disrespect my wife. A+,
is that a real image?
That's a real image.
Yes, it's real.
That actually fucking happened.
It's pretty good.
All right, so I'm gonna swap back to the PowerPoint real quick.
I love that. That's a level of trolling you just don't see anymore.
No, it's always unpleasant stuff. That's just classic.
Yeah.
Why didn't it switch?
Oh.
Why did it not switch? Thank you, Discord.
This is going to be joined, special guest Black Brains and technical issues.
Well,
that's happening
at
this point.
Issues for joining us.
Technical issues has been with us like Sutek on the TARDIS, so it's
yeah, just chilling. So yeah, no one knows why. There's a lot of speculation, but all we have is theories. And then, just as a little bit of a bonus, well, actually, I've been proven wrong by my own PowerPoint, which I forgot about this slide. So, prominent industry insider Rob Breslau.
Yes.
Yeah, this was right after, the day after. Slasher, at Slasher. I'm going to be calling him Slasher from now on because I have no idea how to pronounce his last name. But he claims to know why Duck was banned. And he didn't specify who told him that information or what the reason was.
But then he doesn't feel comfortable with it, which either implies doesn't feel comfortable talking about it or with what happened, with what he heard.
Yeah.
And that obviously is from just after it occurred, 4 years ago, basically.
Yeah, a day after, which was
generally uncomfy with this situation.
Yeah.
And it is worth noting that this news all came out within the last, exactly 4 years of when it.
Yeah, almost to the date. Give it 1 week.
Really close.
Give it 1 week.
Everyone was saying we're jumping ahead, but there's potentially a reason for that. So
yes.
So
just as a little bit of a bonus, in 2024, which is this year, earlier in April, he opposed the removal of Nick Merckx' Call of Duty skin after he insinuated that transgender people were indoctrinating children.
Yeah.
Foreshadowing is a narrative device in which a storyteller gives an advanced hint of what is to come later in the story.
Yeah, so Nick Merckx, which of all creators, I don't know why he and Tim Tatman got skins and other ones that weren't more important to this fucking franchise for years didn't get them. But yeah, Nick Merckx went off on Twitter and then eventually got his skin removed because Activision was like, this dude's a fucking dipshit. And they removed him and Tim the Tatman, which, again, why he got...
I don't
why
even know
both
who
of
the
them?
hell that is.
Well, why both of them, of all of the COD content creators that could have gotten skins?
I think
Really
Doc got one too, which is interesting.
No, that Doc skin is actually from a game called Rogue Company.
Okay. Well,
Yep.
we'll see a little bit of that later.
Scrape the fucking bottom of humanity to deal with these fucking... I'm sorry, Bane, but to deal with these Call of Duty influencers, just like...
Well, it's like...
Oh, we gotta give someone a fucking skin. Who do we have in our community? I guess we'll give it to this fucking weirdo.
There are other better COD players they
Are
could
there?
give it to. Yes! Like, Shroud. Give it to Shroud. Fuck. Of all people, give it to Shroud.
Oh, man.
I don't know any Call of Duty streamers.
Blissfully
so
unaware of
I
the
can't suggest
Call
any.
of Duty influencer sphere.
Hey, some of it all overlaps with the Halo ones. That's what I remember most of them from, but...
See,
like,
it's
I don't even know any.
Halo's the gateway drug.
I don't know any
Kinda was back
good
in the day.
Halo, professional Halo players. I know that there's like one guy who has stupid opinions and never plays campaign, which if you're a Halo fan and you never play campaign, you're worthless to me.
Yeah, you're experiencing like
That's
like
a hard
quarter
line.
view.
True.
I get it though.
That's a hard line.
True.
I get it.
Like that's the thing. If you
Covenant.
If you're,
Yeah,
if you're
fuck.
casual.
listen, we have Halo Night on Thursdays. It's this Thursday, by the way. If
Yes,
you play that with
Patreon.com/Deadwing
us
Dork.
and don't play campaign, I'm gonna kill you for real with hammers.
Eventually.
In real
Inevitably.
life, but
Nah,
with
but
a
like
needler.
if you're a professional and you don't play, if you haven't at least played campaign once, that's
It
Don't
sucks.
do that.
You should do it. You should play the campaign.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Friday. June 21st.
So it was a little before the end of the 4-year period.
yeah. It was like
give it
a week before.
Yeah.
So this guy named Cody Connors, who is an ex-Twitch employee, says not naming names. By the way, he didn't specify that this was Dr. Disrespect, but you know.
Everyone kind of knew.
So says, quote, he got banned because he got caught sexting a minor in the then existing Twitch Whispers product. You know this guy was an ex-employee because he uses the word product to describe a service.
It's
I remember
Twitch Whispers.
That's a hell of a name.
It's basically like the Twitch version of like private messages or something, but
Yeah,
to call it like the Twitter private DM product TM. Like
Yeah.
I mean, Twitch Whispers, it feels like an afterthought, so it is kind of a product. Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
I think with this context that like Twitch Whispers just has an upsetting context associated with it.
Yeah, an interesting ring to
together,
it, you know?
Twitch and Whispers next
I don't
to
like
each other.
that.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Like it feels like a bad thing to have combined. Like
So continuing, he was trying to meet up with her at TwitchCon. The powers that be could read in plain text. Case closed, gang.
which also
39 minutes later. He didn't lie.
Well, he didn't say too much definitively either way, but I guess he didn't technically probably lie then.
Yeah, if you allow me
Big
two
statement.
Undertaker dings and a clock tower sound effect.
Nope.
Basically saying, he didn't feel comfortable with it. He knows why, Doc was banned,
important.
stuff like that.
Very, generalized terminology.
Yeah,
I
that's
probably
good
didn't
shit.
lie.
Thing.
I feel like I'm in a Taco Bell ad.
All right, so there are some things to know. It's unlikely that these two people would risk a massive lawsuit, just to epically own the guy, Cody used to be a Twitch employee. Slasher is like a massive industry leaker. They're very public. They're not just like fucking, John 12 numbers on Twitter saying, "Oh, Vinny Vinesauce said a mean thing to me." And then fucking Redbard, stupid ass motherfucker, retweets it.
I've seen people say that it's a little fucking stupid that people are so willing to just go with this random Twitch guy because he might have had an agenda or whatever.
Yeah, with that said, though, no proof was. Yeah, no proof was provided. So there were some people who were like, "Okay, this is big, but can we have something to go on?"
Yeah, makes sense.
Also, additionally, now I only heard this, listen to the most recent Snark Tank like the day before I made this, and they were talking about how the Cody guy was like advertising his band using like the Dr. Disrespect thing, saying, "Oh well, if you come to the show, then I'll tell you." Which, I would make that joke if I was like more into the Twitch sphere and I obviously didn't know that Doc was banned. I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll tell you everything."
Yeah, it's like it's a shit post.
He actually knows, which is a dick move.
Yeah, it's
like an optics
that's
failure.
Pretty gross. Yeah,
it's a little suspicious.
That's not good.
What's a doc to do?
Hey, what's a doc to
do? Hey,
man,
there's been a lot of good memes coming out around this.
So someone quote tweeted the Cody guy and was reporting on it, and then Doc says, "Jake, seriously, I get it. It's a hot topic, but this has been settled. No wrongdoing was acknowledged, and they paid out the whole contract."
That's about the worst thing you could say, short of having Joe Biden do a cameo for your fucking tweet.
Yeah, it's like
no wrongdoing was acknowledged. Does not mean
they didn't say that I did anything wrong. Still got paid though.
That's total malarkey. No, there was no wrongdoing. And it was paid out in full completely. Absolute lies.
Yeah.
Like,
thanks, Dr. Disrespect. President Disrespect.
I personally wouldn't do that. I would personally deny it if I didn't do it. But then again, I'm not a content creator.
Why wouldn't he opt for complete and utter silence at this point?
Yeah, either silence or if you didn't do it, deny it. Don't say, "Oh well, they didn't acknowledge wrongdoing."
But also legally speaking,
I still got paid though.
I know this legally speaking might be the right thing to write here, but it comes across as a mix between the fucking ukulele song and that Simpsons joke with the "no money down." Like that's the way this is. Like, oh, there was no wrongdoing acknowledged.
No, wrongdoing was acknowledged.
I can imagine Doc's lawyer was just like, "Get off of Twitter," and he was like, "Nah, I'm not doing that."
It's like, no, I gotta defend myself.
My lawyers told me that I couldn't say anything, but they didn't say I couldn't type anything.
Oh, I'd be having a panic attack if I was on his lawyer team.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh God.
And that's it. That's the whole. Yeah, I'm sorry this is so loud. My ears are getting lost.
It's fine for us.
You definitely have a national drum.
Thank you. Can I stop the sound? This is distracting.
No. Go to the next.
Oh, I like this one.
It doesn't
Tiffany
stop.
X does a great cover of this song on 5 The New Mythology Suite.
So, a little while after, Doc made a state. The Twitch man. This is in 3 parts, by the way, because he pays for fucking Twitter, so he gets to post like novels.
Oh God, yeah, I hate this fucking shit.
The Twitch ban. Hello, I'd like to make a quick statement. Let's cut the fucking bullshit. You know there's no filter with me. This entire post is filled with legalese. By the way.
Yeah,
I've always been upfront and real with you guys on anything I can be upfront about. I'm always willing to accept responsibility, which is why I'm here now. First and foremost, I do want to apologize to everyone in my community who was close to me and my team and everyone. Okay, so right before this, his studio ditched him. Yes. That didn't flow. So yeah, that's a shame. So a lot of people have been left in the dark about what happened yesterday. And
so hang on a second. Does that mean that the game that they're making in association with him is just cut from him, like they're just make it without
the entire The entire point of this game studio is specifically to make a game based around him, which is
based around his idea. Not necessarily him. I will say that.
I mean, is he still going to be credited for the idea then? Like when the game comes out?
He probably will have credit.
They would have to give him.
They would have to give him
creator credit.
Yeah.
You would have to pay him out on a creator credit.
I mean, I hope it works out for. Well, wait, was their thing an NFT game? Maybe.
I'm hoping they get rid of that now that he's gone.
Okay, never mind. Fuck the.
That seems like a Doug idea.
That might have been a him thing. Yeah, was he into NFTs around that time? Like, okay, yeah.
Oh man.
So yeah, basically he says that the decision was mutual, which personally I don't believe.
Well, do you have the tweets that they have still in here, or do you want me to pull those up for you?
I don't have them in here, but yeah, go ahead and pull those up.
You never know. It could have been mutual. It could have been them saying, "Hey, you're a monster, and you should leave now," and him going, "You know what?
Well,
okay."
Understandable.
I mean, he might have
fair enough.
Might have recognized that he's got other things to deal with right now, other than like doing this thing with this game. Possibly.
Yeah, you hope, but I think they kind of
probably just ousted him. Yeah,
they probably drew the line and just went like, "Nah, we cannot be associated with you."
Most likely.
Well, because there's that tweet.
All right, let me
Guy Beam.
Tab over.
And then
it's like your name is Dr. Disrespect, and then you also have the fake name of Guy Beam. It's not even your real fake name.
Like, oh yeah, that's just my Twitch tag. My real name is John Blade.
So yeah, I kind of say these out of order, but
who's the other one?
The other one's from Robert Bowling, the actual the creative head of a studio, and I guess now the head of a studio. But yeah, these two are
blow up for him.
Yeah, studio head at 12 a.m. and punk record label. I'm not gonna shout that one out necessarily because I don't know if it. I mean, hey, if they want to sponsor us, I mean, yeah. That first one,
I mean,
I'm now aware dealing with it. Hey, my tweet.
Yeah, Dead dropped the game. It couldn't be without the NFTs too. Yeah, that's the main thing.
Please.
Whatever Dr. Disrespect did, without the NFTs, preferably. That's the main thing.
Yeah, that's not big on NFTs, personally.
Nix that shit. But yeah.
So then he goes on to say,
salvage it, yeah.
This is a statement for me personally. It does not reflect any of my companies. This has not gone through any legal or PR approvals. If you inappropriately message a minor, I cannot work with you. Period. I promised to only act on facts, and I did.
Yep.
I'm actually glad that you pulled that up because that speaks a lot.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting. I mean, like this company, I guess they were just hired. It's the classic V thing of like, I want to be a guy who tells people what kind of game to make, but he
got that job and then
he got the idea guy job.
Yeah.
And so now these people can actually make whatever game they want that they're actually qualified to fucking make themselves and want to make. So good for them.
You don't necessarily have to go off of his vision anymore.
Yeah, his stupid bullshit.
Yeah,
Axeman, buddy. All right, Axeman does. Also, Axeman turns around. Yeah, Axeman turns around on this.
This is the 24th. There's some more.
Yeah,
yeah.
Axeman does turn around. He made a video recently, basically about this whole thing, saying, "Yeah, he's fucked."
All the normal,
but we're getting ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, after a certain.
We're getting very ahead of ourselves. Let me see if I can swap back to the.
That fucking image.
It's him. The man himself.
That's the guy.
The man in gauze. All right,
Guy B.
Gonna have to close the stream and
that's him after he regenerates.
Pull it back up again. Yes.
Oh god.
So yeah, everyone's been wanting to know why I was banned from Twitch, but for reasons outside my control, I was not allowed to say anything for the last several years. Now, 2 former employees disclosing accusations, I can now tell my side of the story regarding the ban. Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. What have you fucking done?
Unfortunate.
Yeesh.
Yeah,
that's all I gotta say. Is
Just
do we even need to read the rest
Twitch
of this?
whispering with a minor. That's all you got to hear.
Yeah,
that's all you got to hear.
It goes even further. Were there real intentions behind these messages? The answer is absolutely not. I doubt it. These were casual, mutual conversations that sometimes leans too much in the direction of being inappropriate.
Hey, I was just messing with you when I said I was gripping it. I was just playing around. That's just
casual, mutual conversations with a minor who cannot legally consent to sexual bullshit.
This guy was married, and how old was he? Like 30s?
This was, I think,
he's like he was 35 at the
40.
time,
Or he's 35. Okay.
Well, at the time, now he's 42.
Because this was back in 2017.
Yes.
Married and 35 and doing Twitch whisper shit. Like, what are you getting out of that when you're a 35-year-old man you're talking to?
If this guy was 19, like, sexting via Twitch whispers would still be embarrassing.
That's still very embarrassing.
Yeah, it's like you've got a wife who's like, well, I'm going to take our child that we had together mutually to school. It's like, yeah, that sounds good. All right, time to talk to this minor via Twitch whispers.
It just makes me think of ordering, and I don't know why.
Yeah, it's like...
Wait, what?
It just makes me think of the quartering and his wife going to get pizza. With the kids while
Interesting that you say that.
Oh, yeah, interesting.
All right, so you could pause, viewer at home. You can pause and watch this. Just go look at the tweet itself if you're on audio. But I don't want to listen to all of this. Basically, he affirms that he isn't a pedo, which
I
don't know. Messaging a minor. I don't care if they're 17 and fucking 364 days. It's fucking weird, dude.
I like the paragraph where he goes, "Nope, no way, Jose, never ever, wouldn't do that. Not me. You know me. You're funny sunglasses guy. I'd never do that. Nope."
Right after admitting that he did it.
PowerPoint is not responding.
Oh god.
Well, we can at least look at this.
So yeah, he
got us this far.
Oh. I gotta re-click on it again.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, so
we're nearly halfway through the PowerPoint. It's a very good PowerPoint. Good job, Tristan.
Impressive. I see why
I may have to like
a whole day
close. I may have to close PowerPoint and bring it back.
Yeah, I'll F4 that shit. It's fine.
Yeah, it is. My CPU.
PowerPoint saw you tell it to wrap it the fuck up, and it did.
Oh, what? Like, we're back.
All right,
it's back.
Yay!
All right.
Go to the next page.
So, to my team, community, and interesting friends who supported me, I'm sorry. I wish I could have come out with this sooner. I'm sure, buddy. And to all my haters that live and breath social media with zero real life experience, I don't give a fuck about you. That's like a small portion of the people who are clowning on him, by the way.
Yeah, it's like maybe 5% at most.
Oh, I just realized I forgot to pull something up. That should only take a second. But there were some things that I couldn't put in this PowerPoint, namely videos. And there's a really good Chris Raygun thing on it, so I'm gonna keep that on standby for when we get to that point in the story.
All right.
I'll put that I'll put it right before the interesting, funny video that I have. That's very interesting.
I'm curious now. What is it? Multiple instances of this happening because it supposedly happened in 2017, and then 3 years pass.
Supposedly that's when it got reported.
It got reported. Okay, so here's the timeline of it. 2017, sex to minor. 2020, there's a whole bunch of like Me Too shit going on Twitch.
Yeah, are you showing something on screen, Tristan?
Am I? I should be.
I got buddy. Wrap it.
Oh yeah. It's still there. It's still there. I haven't shown anything.
When you're moving your mouse, I was like, is he showing something?
Yeah, I'm moving my mouse because it's a fucking force of habit. It's like gesticulating with my hands. But so sorry, I've lost my train of thought. 2020, there was a bunch of Me Too stuff happening on Twitch, and then, funnily enough, like a few days after that was announced that Twitch is like looking into accounts that DM minors and stuff like that. A few days after that, he got banned, which
Did no one make
People
that
didn't.
connection?
No one made the connection.
Nobody really
like
made
maybe
a connection.
maybe somebody did, like some dude like on Reddit or whatever.
But then people would probably
not
clown
majorly.
on that.
That's like the 4chan post that leaks everything
Yeah,
in
and
the
then
new direct or something.
they-
No one's
they-
gonna take that serious.
They assume in
Yeah.
good faith, because who the fuck wants to DM a minor, that he wouldn't do that. They
Yeah,
assume in
yeah.
good faith that he wouldn't, because
You
that's
assume a
a
dude at
very
that
normal
level would
thing
be-
to not want to do.
But you also assume a dude who's on a relatively high level, because at that time, like 2018, 2019,
He was
2020,
huge.
he was
pretty
massive,
fucking
big on Twitch.
Yeah.
My
Apparently,
sister was a fan of him.
I have cousins that still have merch of his, and I'm like, I haven't talked to him since all this shit happened. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
You got to get their opinions on it.
He
Yeah.
really
Also-
is.
next episode we gotta have the word on the street from Bane and his cousins.
Honestly, it's like it's kind of interesting to me, like the amount of parallels between him and R. Kelly. Not to invoke
gosh.
the name of Satan
There's some
himself.
parallels. There's some parallels between himself and some other famous rapper. If you get my meaning.
Oh, no, Diddy, no.
No, I'm talking about
Aubrey.
There's a
Yeah,
few.
Aubrey.
so.
There's some weird shit going on in this industry, and they're here to police it.
If you look down here where it says that it's been edited, there are 3 different versions of this post. At first, he posted it as it is.
Yep.
Were there Twitch whisper messages with an individual minor back in 2017? The answer is yes. Then he edited the word minor out. Like we didn't fucking see that shit.
Yeah.
And then
And also
after
Twitter
people
has, like, an
called
edit
him on it.
history.
Yeah, it has an audit log. But
Look,
after
he never
people
looked
called
twice
him
at no
out-
teenager.
after people
He's
call
too
him out
famous
on
to
this
do that.
bullshit,
Yeah.
of course.
Far too famous.
You know, you need to be on a pedophile angle.
You know, you'd really
Yeah,
think
the
though. I
Epstein
mean,
angle is something he anticipated.
legitimately though, like, is he not too famous and old and married to be talking in Twitch whispers with how
See,
old? Like,
You would think,
All
He was
some of
35 at the
these-
time.
no, how old was the minor? Because
We don't know.
We don't know.
I
But-
keep thinking 17,
Which is a
'cause
very-
it was
it's very
2017,
important.
but
it's
we
like
don't
even-
know.
But it's like, yeah, no, it's still a minor. It's like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But
how
we'll
it is
we'll
so
get to more
easy
of that
get-
stuff later.
It is so easy to get pussy nowadays. I don't know how guys.
Well,
like
yeah,
this-
when you're
he's fucking
married, it's pretty
married.
easy.
And he cheated on his wife.
But it's like the cheating on your wife thing. It's awful. Like morally, it's bad.
Yeah.
But I'm like,
It proves that he can
even still,
Yeah.
he's a successful
out
streamer.
and-
yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
relatively famous within his sphere to
What-
the point where
what
he
is
could
this-
probably bag any girl he wanted.
Yeah, it's like you could be slaying incredibly just easily, but you're just deciding to go to like fuck a 17, like 17 or under. I'm just gonna throw
people
that
are
there.
weird. But
You're gonna fuck that at
so
TwitchCon.
after people called him out on removing the word minor, he added it back in,
Yep,
which is quite funny.
he unedited it.
So that was a fun day.
Oh,
Here we have a few reactions.
God, yeah.
We got from Charlie. Holy shit, that's actually shocking. Confirming messaging a minor inappropriately, but saying they were, but saying there wasn't any real intent is almost verbatim what people used to say to Chris Hansen. Chris Raygun with the Lamau. That wasn't even a quote tweet, by the way. That was just out of
Lamau.
context.
Lamau.
That's
Lamau.
a real response right there, Lamau.
Cancel culture has gone too far, man. Can't even sect kids anymore. Damn woke liberals. We got a Cyanide and Happiness comic. And then we got wah, 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 wah. Dot,
Kendrick
fuck 'em
doing
up.
the Shungoku Satsu,
Oh,
Fuck
hitting
yeah.
them with the Akuma. You'd love to
Nice.
see it.
That's the good shit. So we got some interesting timelines happening. So in 2017, Doc messages a minor allegedly intending to meet up at TwitchCon.
Hang on. Doc, I think you mean to say Doc messages.
yeah.
You got it. I
I'm
can't
sure-
exactly pull up the soundboard.
If I had to guess, that minor's bio probably contained. There you go. Finally, it's me that does it. It's usually you.
God.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
soundboard era,
I'm the
baby.
one. I'm the one with the maybe not hair trigger, but like beard trigger.
I feel that.
So TwitchCon
the
happened.
pube trigger going.
Yes. But TwitchCon happened from October 20th to the 22nd, 2017.
Yep.
And then it's only in December 2017 that Doc admits to cheating on his wife. So that's some interesting timelines there.
Okay, I was gonna say, do we know that the person? Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, this is not an allegation. We know the age. She was 24. It's just really funny.
Let me
Timelines are fun.
posit the question here.
Yes.
So was Doc was caught red-handed on the cheating thing, and he was getting ahead of it. Essentially, that's what I'm to understand?
Essentially,
yeah.
We'll get to a different aspect of that later. There are multiple folds to this cheating thing. It's not done yet.
It's all cyclical, man.
It's always a little funny when someone famous is outed. We got the San Francisco 49ers. Wonderful.
Did they really? I'm sorry. Go back to that. This guy was so famous that he was like, he had a thing going on with the 49ers.
A major football team, Major League Football.
Yeah.
I knew about him when he got banned, but that's fucking it.
This was after he got banned. He returned. He returned on YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, we got this from FanDuel.
This was a real tweet. I saw this.
They deleted it, but someone got a screenshot. That's why it's in light mode.
Yep.
Every light mode tweet
archived
in
somewhere.
here.
It's archived somewhere, I think. But...
Every light mode tweet in here, it's because that tweet has been deleted.
The handshake, dear God.
They knew.
Firm handshake.
What did they know? What
were they cooking?
They were betting
Dr.
real hard.
Disrespect and Drake. Hell yeah.
And we got this.
Oh,
I have the GIF of this. I'm gonna send it in the Black Rage chat.
By the way, game devs, please stop using like credit points
for the love of God.
Points.
Stop.
Just stop. Do what
you don't
just
have
start
to
saying tokens, man.
No, do what Dead Rising did and do PP prestige points.
Yeah. PP is not better, Bane.
That is so much better. That is way better.
It's funnier. It's funnier.
It's over here.
I was taking photos increasing my PP in Dead Rising earlier, okay?
Hell yeah.
I'm sure you were.
Okay, moving on.
Yes.
Enter the procession of proponents.
Oh yeah, here's
what a wonderful little lineup we got here. This guy's kind of short. I wonder who he is.
I was wondering about this.
Oh, no. Tommy Tallarico?
Yeah. Proponent number 1, Vera Dark, famous for meeting Tommy Tallarico.
That's probably... This is a female version of the quartering.
Essentially,
the same level of like tripe and trash content.
As you can see throughout these next few slides, I'm not very well aware of her. I'm not as aware of her as I am the quartering or others.
Yeah, if you had Melanie Mack, it'd be way easier. But yeah, she's a grifter.
Yeah. So apparently she used to be a YouTuber before grifting. Like I was looking. I was looking her up. I was looking her up, and I saw that she did a video on how Konami censored the Fire Charmer link. This is going over all y'all's heads, but for those who know,
I play a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh. I get
hell
going over my head.
So she made a video about how Konami USA censored the Fire Charmer link, which is a very common thing in Yu-Gi-Oh. They've been censoring cards in the US since the very first Yu-Gi-Oh set in the early 2000s. Since Legend of Blue Eyes.
It's kind of the same thing with Pokemon, isn't it? The same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like there are cards with just straight up nude women with no nip, and they changed it to like she's wearing like a weird scale dress like the Little Mermaid. Like there are a lot of,
So it's like how half of the SMT demons are naked or just dicks.
Or literal penises, yeah.
Yeah, and they censor it for the US release. I'm not 100% sure why. I'm guessing it's just like
it's
a holdover from back
then.
It was that too.
To
Japan's a little bit more open sexually than us.
Yep.
But I would certainly hope that she used to be a Yu-Gi-Oh YouTuber, because otherwise, why the fuck would you care about a card being censored? This happens all the time.
I wish I could tell.
The funny thing is, I specifically made this card so that it can miss timing.
Yeah, I see that. It's woke. If the monster is not woke type, you can something. If one of your monsters sends or admits to sending inappropriate.
Honestly, I'd run the Vera deck. I'd definitely run Vera.
Honestly, yeah.
Strategic.
It'd be useful.
But like, if a Yu-Gi-Oh card says win, it can miss timing, which means that if somebody else plays it before you, then it just doesn't happen, which is really fun.
Yu-Gi-Oh is a very stupid game.
Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh is strange. So we have her tweet about it. What a sad day to end the Dr. Disrespect situation. While leans towards inappropriate could mean something as simple as a joke with a sexual tone. Did you just not finish that thought? But editing out the crucial word minor and expecting people not to see it is telling enough. Hey, cool and based. Stop there.
Yeah.
We still haven't seen any of the chat
there.
Oh no.
Which we could provide a lot of context. Okay. Our employees and journos sat on this information years, and some even tried to profit off of it. Twitch needs to be investigated, and I'm left wondering what else they're trying to cover up.
I'm not going to pretend I don't agree with this. She's basically just saying, like, yeah, it may have just been like a joke or something, but the fact that he is being sneaky about it is pretty clear.
She went on to defend him, but I didn't have enough time to add that.
Okay. Well, I don't know about that, but this tweet, I mean, this isn't too. There is something to be said for like why that guy was like, "Hey,
I mean,
fucking
that guy's
come to see my band so that I can tell you all about it or whatever."
So here we have a Chris Raygun clip. Wonderful guy, Chris Raygun. Thank you.
A company would never cover something. Are you fucking dumb? Oh. So you're saying a company would fucking hide some nasty shit? Where have you been? That drove me insane. I couldn't believe that was the response that I was getting. What? Oh, a company would never cover.
We're gonna get a bit more of that.
I like how that's like a perfect loop. You could just keep watching that forever.
You can. Yeah, I have to end stream to switch back to the PowerPoint.
Oh, you're good. It's kind of maybe the fact that it's PowerPoint 2003 and it's not used to like, something watching it. It's like, what?
Are y'all seeing it?
No.
No, it's just buffering.
Oh boy. Don't do this bullshit, please.
Oh, I've also learned the reason why I can pause the OBS recording may be the reason why it's not actually rendering properly in video rendering software.
Really?
So, yeah, found that out. I'll have to look into that more, but...
it's working.
Yep, alright.
So hang on a second.
Yeah. Oh, God.
Oh.
So that's a reference to...
You cooked?
Who was that?
That's Firecracker from the latest season of The Boys.
I haven't seen The Boys, but I've seen this clip where she goes to like a Christian conference and admits to having relations with a 15-year-old. But Jesus has been inside of her heart, and she is forgiven.
Jesus
you don't
saved
understand.
Her, so her fucking a 15-year-old is perfectly fine.
Yeah, it's okay because Jesus.
Which,
so yeah, I don't know much about her. I didn't go into her that hard, but now we're getting into the good stuff.
Now we got the good boy here.
This feels like
we got Jeremy Porter.
By the way, I respect how this image right here feels like something out of a Mandela catalog.
We watched this video on screen.
I should like apply like I should really crush the blacks and apply like huge contract.
That too, yeah. This feels like something you can see out of a few.
Oh, I keep forgetting if I go back it plays a sound effect. So quartering, upstanding individual. Congratulations on the news of your daughter, Count Dankula TV, and then it's an image of the age of consent in England and Wales. We also have Start the Clock Boys quote tweeting the gender reveal.
Oh yeah,
that's wonderful.
Video, by the way. Play the video.
Yeah, I'll play the video. So again, got to switch, but I do have it on deck.
So this is a video of the quartering on a second account teaching pedophiles to delete their child pornography when they bring a computer into Geek Squad or Best Buy.
Which, he's ostensibly just telling people to be secure with their computers, but it is a very suspicious clip.
But he's telling it directly to a group of people who I'm perfectly fine being gullible
more
about
of a public service announcement than anything else.
And he calls it a public service announcement.
We had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety. I don't really know if there's any tech.
Oh, that variety.
But the customer was reported, and
I like that
subsequently
Redbox is
arrested, I
trending.
believe.
That's cool.
Is last
See
that
their
I
live
heard.
show?
And is even more
I'll have to
serious.
watch
However,
it.
I've never known a tech in my life that ever took anything other than like videos or music off computers. But the point of this
Like he's
this
having
video
some
is just
trouble
to
with getting
remind
this
people
out,
that
too.
you know, as techs,
this is
we
early
read
on
your
his
emails,
career.
so to speak. I'm not saying it's right, I'm saying it happens. So if you have things that you don't want computer techs to see, you know, you should delete them or rename them that you don't want text to look at. You know, maybe change the folder name when you take it in if you can, or you know, I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's necessarily right. I believe it's an invasion of privacy, but that's really why, you know, I don't really do it anymore. But I certainly did back in the day, and
Oh yeah,
think
that's
so.
you know,
that's
It's
You
an
got the gist of it.
invasion of your privacy if they
if you
search
have
you
child
and
porn.
find. Yeah.
Man.
I'm perfectly
Thanks
fine
for
if those.
standing up for freedom there, Jeremy. Appreciate it.
All right, hang
Jeremy
on.
is a pure
Okay.
online libertarian, to put it exactly as I think it should sound when I say that.
Jeremy is Frank Grimes, but he didn't die in that power plant.
Yeah.
So yeah, upstanding individual. Also
Why does
consistent
he-
in his beliefs.
Why is he calling Dankula a pedophile?
No.
No.
He's saying that people are going to want to do things to his daughter.
Yeah, start
Once-
the countdown for when she's legal.
Yeah, they're gonna want to get dank with.
Why is he? Wait, that's disgusting. Why is he doing that?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good
that's
question.
not a joke. That's not funny.
Apparently they're friends too. They follow each other, which is, I mean, hey, listen, Dankula, if you're comfortable with that, by all means.
Well, Daniel's getting divorced, so.
Oh, is he?
That's
Yeah,
a
you
pretty
didn't hear about
wacky
that?
joke.
Oh, that's no,
Yeah,
I haven't
they're
heard of
getting
that.
divorced.
That sucks.
I thought the implication here was they have like beef, and he's basically calling him a pedo or something. But I guess
they
not.
follow each other. I'm not sure if that means they're friends or not. You know, followers, not necessarily meaning endorsements. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. Quartering's a snake, so.
Yeah, even if they were friends, give it long enough, they'll find something to split over. Also, very consistent in his beliefs here. Fuck Hitler, and there we have it. Yikes! And then he was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize. What the fuck have you ever done? First of all, it's Nobel. Stupid fuck. Yeah. Also, he was nominated as a joke.
Yeah,
that's true.
Hitler.
Yeah,
yes,
Hitler
he was nominated by one of the Swedish members of the council as a joke. And then, of course, here he is editing fucking Biden to look like a Nazi. I thought he didn't like Biden.
Yeah, let's say, is he swatching his vote?
I've seen people pointing out before that tweet is kind of out of context, where it's sort of like, it's that classic virtue signaling, fuck the Nazis, and he's just like, rolling his eyes at
I mean, listen, I understand it can be a little overbearing, but also fuck Hitler.
Yeah, I mean, look at the way it reads. It's kind of, it's one of those, it's like the pronouns guy. Even if you agree with him at all, you have to just be like, okay, retard, shut up.
I don't think that's a contentious... I don't think that's a contentious point that fuck Hitler. I think that's a reasonable stance to have.
And then he goes on to say, well, he was nominated for a Nobel Peace Prize, though.
He made the trains run on time. It was a Nobel Prize. He almost got the Nobel Prize.
Beloved content creator.
Yeah.
Says that The Boys is a woke disaster. Only now. Used to be it wasn't. It was based because Homeland.
Yeah, remember season 1 where Starlight goes on a stage in front of Christians, and what is it? She tells them she's atheist or whatever, and it gets really unbearably cringe after a minute.
Yeah, it's always had its cringe moments.
The show has always, it's a Garth Ennis TV show. It's going to be fucking politically.
This one's actually I was about to say. More subtle than the original, believe it or not.
Oh yeah! Oh, by a wide margin.
Yeah, Garth Ennis known for his reservations.
His subtlety, yeah.
There's literally a scene where Homelander eats a fucking, well, not to spoil anything, but Homelander eats a fucking baby, and it's like, alright, the one's a little more subtle. Only slightly, but it's a little more subtle. Also,
Garth was fist pumping when he got to that point writing the book. Yeah, they're gonna love it.
Oh, he was coming in his pants.
Having established the quartering as an individual, we now see
a wonderful person that we all love and we all
Yes.
think is very good. Responding to Disrespect's big fucking novel, he says, firm handshakes. And I like this post by this other guy. I may have done some light pedophilia. Doc, I respect you for this.
remember, Disrespect firmly handshaked Drake earlier, so I guess quartering and Drake are also on the same wavelength there. Yeah, they're also certified lover boys.
Yeah.
I will say, random aside about the quartering, there is a channel that I watch that I think Gabe also watches. He mentioned it's this guy, Professor Dave Explains, and he talks about, like, flat earthers or whatever, and sometimes he'll debate them. And there was a debate that he did with this flat earth guy that was hosted by the quartering.
Oh my
god. I guess he left a comment after where he was like, listen, I didn't know this guy going in. I just, debated a dude. I had no idea. So I'm watching it. And, he's just like, he's just officiating the debate. He's not really being too involved or anything. But yet somehow he managed to be very cringe in the infrequent times that he spoke. He would be like, "No, all right, guys, I know we could all be like out slaying some puss right now, but we're in here." And it was very hard to deal with. So that
How
was
do you do,
just a little recent quartering experience for me. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. So here we have him basically saying that he hopes it was just locker room talk. Just, locker room talk.
I mean, again, the thing is, it's like if it was just a funny joke that was sexual in nature, that's one thing, but it's not. The
allegation. We're still forgetting that they intended to meet up.
That's what locker room talk is by definition. Is like a couple of asides, not chat logs or allegations.
Twitch whispers.
Now we're gonna meet up at TwitchCon in the Twitch whispers. It's like, it's not locker room talk anymore, buddy.
Then we of course have at the bottom the quartering doing what the quartering does best. All this goes away if Doc's just coming out as trans. Okay, bud. All right. Let's get to that.
Yeah.
This one's the funniest.
Oh.
So, someone says, how many times have you called some trans person a pedo or whatever with no proof just so you could fit in with libs of TikTok and others? And he says, you realize this tweet just proves my point, right? You're admitting that you're only calling Doc a pedo to own the chuds. Twitter's the only place where where well-articulated sentences still get misinterpreted. That's a whole new sentence. What the fuck is you talking about?
I don't even know what's going on at this point. Yeah. If Dr. Disrespect was LGBT, I would be calling him a groomer, even if he was innocent. But because that isn't the case, I will defend this pedophile with every fiber of my being. The quartering.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jimmy Quarter. So then he deleted the firm handshakes tweet.
He was getting fucking clowned on for that, dude.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like,
unfortunate.
Fucking
I like
news.
News update.
So remember Slasher? Yes. I put the space wrong in the PowerPoint because I was rushing. So he did an article on Rolling Stone also with Miles Klee.
Hell of a name.
And he talks about the band and it was bad. The biggest takeaway is that he knew it was a minor that he was messaging. Like, it was made clear to him and he was like, yeah, that's fine.
And he still went, yeah, no, kill him.
Okay, I'm going to, since it's a little bit of a bitch to tab in between, do you want me to read the article? I have it locked and loaded, but it's up to y'all.
Do you have, like, snippets of it here or anything?
I can read it verbatim and just not show it on screen.
Sure.
Oh, wait, no, Rolling Stone's making me subscribe. Never mind. Cool.
I'll tell you
good.
What.
Thank you, News Media.
Yeah, fuck the Rolling Stones. Fuck the Rolling Stone.
Fuck the media!
Yeah, fuck the media.
You have 5 articles today. You have 5 articles. Use them wisely.
Yeah, 5 articles.
Yeah.
We're like 5 bullets. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck it, actually. No.
Please,
fuck
all
you,
5
Rolling
of
Stone.
them.
Fuck you, Rolling Stone. You let me read the article earlier. Why can't I read the exact same article again?
That was your opportunity to screenshot it. You've got one article in your 24-hour period.
God damn it.
Use
Twitter.
it wisely.
So,
Yes.
credit to Jeremy. He retracted it once that article came out. Apparently, he sent sexually graphic images to a minor, which I didn't read in the article. I mean, if he brings it up, I'm going to believe him because he was going so hard in the paint defending the motherfucker.
Since sexually graphic messages and like they are
messages.
Sexually,
okay, all right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I stayed up 26 hours the day before yesterday, and then 22 hours yesterday.
And just to be clear, this guy's not like
more, man.
I know.
You do.
Yeah,
I usually do. It's just lately I've been staying up a lot.
Been burning the midnight oil. I respect it.
This guy disrespects not like fucking British or Canadian or any of this like 16.
Yeah, he lives in LA.
He's born in America.
And California is 18, right?
I'm pretty sure. If not, I mean, it's still like
I'm not looking
between
up
state lines federally.
I'm not putting age of consent laws in my Google search history.
No, we don't need to worry about that. But I'm just
my hands are up.
Yeah, okay. So right.
Oh,
bitch, you fucking thought. So this is recent.
Okay.
So basically Drama Alert says that Twitch reported Dr. Disrespect to the MCMEC, which is massive, by the way. Because if it was bad enough for Twitch, the massive company Twitch, backed by Amazon, Jeff Bezos Twitch.
Not very based. He's not that based.
Yeah, I'm just funny name, aberration. But
yeah,
the fact that
NCMEC, what exactly do they do?
National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Effectively, they're a very relevant watchdog group for children in North America.
If Twitch felt like they had to report him, it's bad.
Yeah.
And then of course Jeremy's like, so a full investigation was done, no arrests were made. It couldn't have been that bad.
Which
I thought you were
one of my ex.
I thought he was out. He said he was out.
One of my ex
Jeremy, what are you doing?
One of my ex friends, his wife found child porn on his phone. She submitted that phone to the cybercrimes division of our local police station. He is still free.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me, especially local PDs.
They're
fucking
by
useless.
the way, as soon as I get enough money to legally defend myself, I'm coming for you, bitch.
Hell yeah. There's no context needed for that one, baby.
Everyone will know.
That's like his Lamau tweet.
Hey,
I should go ahead and say that's not a violent threat. That's I'm going to say your name threat.
Oh.
I mean, I'm just saying too. I will bail you out, brother. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey, hell yeah, brother.
So, hang on.
Not exactly a quartering dub. I really wanted to do because this image is perfect for him catching a rare dub.
Yeah,
he needed to twist his mouth upside down. There you go. That works.
Yeah, you knew what was going on. You do the plan.
Yeah.
I
you should have flipped his mouth
this.
upside down.
That's
also
fine. It works best by not trying. That's better.
It works. Oh,
opponent number 3, Nick
this guy.
Merckx, the Necklace Wonder.
Yeah.
Built for combat.
Someone murked his neck.
I don't know this individual.
So
you remember? I'll let you explain. You know him better than I do.
Okay, so he was I guess he is now still a FaZe member, but relatively big in the COD scene, known mostly for constantly talking about the fact he's Greek and not shutting up about that during mid-match game shit. He talks about Greek shit all the time. That's why he's got a Spartan helmet as his main thing. And it was pretty much what people knew him for. And then he started to talk about trans people and leaving the kids alone.
He got real weird about it too, and he didn't care about it until it became a massive grift. I think that's interesting.
It makes more money. I mean, it's inexplicable. A lot of these people are grifters for money. And then,
Ben Shapiro's a nepo baby who still found success. The only way he could find success is doing that.
Listen, look, ethics doesn't make cash, cold hard cash. You want to have values? Go in the bread line. I'll see you there.
You want values? Get fucking.
Get religion.
I'm trying to do the Spider-Man thing, but I can't find a parallel for religion for values.
Okay.
So yeah, crazy
Same
how
rope.
Dr. Disrespect was going hard in the paint defending the guy that says leave kids alone.
Yeah, it's they got their so Nick basically got his skin taken out of COD, and then
Dodent? Tristan.
Listen,
Dodent.
listen, you
Shut up.
motherfuckers. I was time crunched. I was working on this
know.
shit until 5,
for context,
which is when we were
Tristan-
supposed to start.
Tristan told us like the day before, he was like, I'm gonna make something secret. And we might have to postpone a little bit. And we were like, damn, okay.
we
Well,
only
I
have to
don't know what
postpone
this
an
is going to
hour.
be.
I will say, I think y'all might think that I worked on this all day yesterday. No, I went to go hang out with friends.
I
Like,
feel
I
that.
lost through.
But yeah,
But
yeah,
yeah,
so
I mean,
Nick-
it's pretty good.
Nick didn't go hard in the paint defending Doc, but I just think this whole situation's kind of funny.
yeah, it's
He just posted a video of himself going like, "Oh man, me and the boys, we were playing last night. We were sad about this shit, man. This is crazy.
All this shit is fucking is sad, and it's a shame.
He has to keep the grift up
and shit, and it's literally this video. And then later he's like,
He
I don't
also,
know, man,
like,
I don't even do it in
some-
a wig.
Someone tries to get his attention in the video, and he says, "Not now. I'm talking to Twitter." Which is really funny because
I'm doing it live. I'm doing it live.
Even he doesn't call it Twitter.
He doesn't call
Trump doesn't call it
X.
Twitter. Nick Merck doesn't call it Twitter. Elon's in
mean,
shambles. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, by the way. Anyway,
Yes.
Please
So-
call it X. I'm begging.
yeah. So Nick Merckx really doesn't
It's
like the fact that
ironic
trans
that in
people.
In your screed against Twitter there, you accidentally called it Twitter and not X. That's great.
Yeah. You're trying to call it X, but you couldn't think of X because nobody thinks
You
of X.
can't possibly call it X.
You don't want people to think you're going on a porn site.
Dude, I was so
So-
mad because my old iPad, whenever I I downloaded it, charged it, downloaded the iOS updates and all that, and it still have a Twitter icon. I was like, oh shit, went to click on it, then it switched to the fucking X icon.
That's
Right when I came back, I'm like,
That sucks.
motherfucker. All right,
But
Elon
right,
couldn't
thanks.
just keep the stupid bird.
exactly.
He
the
really
bird was
couldn't.
cooler.
It really was. But so yeah, Nick Merckx doesn't really like trans people. Not really a fan of how they need to get the gender affirming care that they need to be comfortable. It would be a shame if oh no.
Yeah, baby.
Well,
See, this
this
is the only
also
thing that may
happened?
get us claimed, but we should be fine.
yeah.
Yep. Talk over.
Not to imply that sleeping with a trans woman's bad. You do you. I just think Nick might object.
Yeah.
So yeah, in addition to
Yeah.
cheating on his wife with that one person that we know, he also cheated on his wife with a mixed race trans sex worker.
Oh shit.
So
Yeah.
I don't think Nick would approve.
Nick would not approve of this.
Yeah, so
Yeah, so this is really quick. Go back one more. All right, so yeah, this is a woman named Lena Love, and apparently
picture of her with Doc at TwitchCon.
at TwitchCon October. This may be the person that he cheated with, or
That's the thing. It's
I don't know.
She says not the maybe
Oh.
it might be the 24-year-old, but
It might.
I don't think it's the main
She
one.
might. All right.
But-
yeah, there's some DMs.
So- Yeah, she posted a video of her scrolling through all of the DMs. Do y'all want me to tab out and go to it?
Feel like releasing one right now.
Spray it out, brother. Oh,
Yummy.
no.
Yummy. Yummy.
Should I
Wait,
let it go or
that's
hold
her
on?
context,
thing?
yummy.
That's her
She
in
hadn't-
gray.
Yeah, him. in
No,
gray.
she's the blue.
Oh.
Yeah, she's the
Pacific
blue.
Ray,
Yeah, she's the blue because this was from her.
He's about to let it go. He's holding it like it's
Okay,
closed. Like,
alright.
oh, Christ.
Also, he held it for over an hour.
Yeah, could you go up a few
There's the
hours
pressure
because
building up.
she released it in the morning. She messaged in the morning. Lets it go. Spray
Well,
it out. Tell you
That's
what.
a baller side
that's
chick
12
move, though.
It's 12 p.m. That's 12 hours.
Yeah, that's a
Holy
baller
shit.
move of him going I'm gonna make him hold on. I'm gonna make him edge for an
That's kind of
entire
based,
half a
actually,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Like,
that's a
Keep
baller ass
edging,
move.
buddy.
Hold it in. Claude, what do you think? You want to see the
Do-
DMs?
Yeah, the DMs are kind of fun to look through.
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
All right.
Spray it out,
So,
I guess.
someone's
Let
got
it go.
someone's
Spray it
got to
out.
read out the DMs.
Yeah,
though.
spray it out. Let it go.
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
so hang on, I have to pull up the window. All right, here we go. All right, so
Yeah,
here we have this video. So, Doc. All right. So,
Okay.
from Dexerto, were there Twitch whisper basically saying Doc confirmed that he sent messages to a minor, just reporting on the news. And then Lena Love says during that time in 2017 when he was cheating on his wife with not only herself, but also another woman and texting a minor.
Yeah.
He was making her give him cam shows. Like basically saying, "Yeah, I'm gonna make you big. I'm gonna make you famous, baby."
Yeah.
And then he blocked her.
Free jerk off shows for a chance at a partnership, which,
yeah,
I mean, I understand it. I get it.
Yeah,
right,
so,
so
that's like in addition to everything else now, there's like this element of like, all right, take your fucking pants off and I'll make you famous.
Yeah, we got slimy Hollywood producer moments right here.
What was it? It was plumbers don't wear ties. He's the boss from that.
Take your damn clothes off. All right, so then, a few introductory messages, and then she says, "Yeah, I'm gonna get some images ready for you. Then I can punish you." Which, hey, if you're into whips and chains, hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, I get it.
The punishment.
Yeah.
Yeah. How so? She's strategizing. I like her.
Like, we got to plan a good strategy here. Don't know.
Strategizing.
Doc said, "Ha, still waiting."
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, I'm gonna bring some black latex." Nice. Feel like releasing one right now.
Yeah,
yummy. Should I let it go or hold on?
Let's it go.
And then the next day,
spray it out. Spray it out, brother.
Make it up.
Need something? What do you need, Doc? I'm sure you got all these girls ready to serve you. Lol, no. Lies.
I doubt that lol no.
I doubt the lol no. Are you gonna watch my
no way
explosive intro?
Is he like jerking off for her?
Must be worshipped from head to toe before you can explode. She has an angle. She's going for it.
Yeah, she is the goddess. She wants the rewards.
So
Doc is using both hands right here.
The colon lowercase p. The colon lowercase p is amazing.
The lowercase is what ruins it.
I've been holding on to this nut for 2 days. Fun. Let me release it.
So she's asking him to shout her out because, I assume at this point he promised that.
Yeah.
Sends a Snapchat.
Miss you. Are you going to PAX East? And then I think this is the end of those. Games.
After which she was blocked.
Yeah.
And then on Instagram, you
not need to go
read
full
that.
screen.
Oh God.
Okay. Ooh. Here, I roll it back a tiny bit.
All right.
Do you have like a magnifier or anything?
No, I can
raise
so,
it.
Yeah, had to watch this one more time. That's Tuesday, May 9th. I tried to snap you. Did you delete your account? Doc then replied, yes. She replied, oh, okay, feels bad. Doc says, sorry. I'll try to vid chat you soon, but I'm heading to the gym. Got to get fit, but don't be a stranger.
Hell
Message
yeah.
me sometimes. You got to get some photos sent your way.
I'm gripping now.
I'm gripping now.
Oh, I'm gripping. I'm gripping right now.
One for the hooker. One
Okay.
for me. One for the hooker.
I think titling this episode "Grippin' Now" might be the title.
Yeah, we gotta
Grippin' now. Boom.
Respect.
You gotta have the boom.
Oh yeah. Grippin' now, comma, boom. All caps.
Nice firm grips.
Hey, love you. Anyone close who could see if they can give me Twitch partnership? Doc Ruben replies, I tried. They're pretty locked down right now, focusing on popular games and impact of streamers on those games, unfortunately. She replies, hopes all's well, and then it cuts off there. It resets to the back. So it loops. Yeah. You gotta hit play.
Fucked up. Tristan's fucked up.
Oh, balls.
Frozen?
You're
back.
Hang on.
Tristan?
Let me get out of full screen. I think
Okay.
something's
It might be
fucking
full
up.
screen.
Yeah, there's some funny fuck ups happening, which is
and he's fucked up again. Unfortunate.
Well,
the weight of Dr. Disrespect and all of this insidious
a lot less
has it's just horribly weighed upon Tristan.
Yeah,
it's a lot to expose.
I might pause the recording because I gotta
Listen,
piss real bad.
Hope all's well. Have fun at work.
Okay.
Why is it paused? What the fuck? Why is it paused?
I'm gonna pause mine real quick. Give us a sec, folks. We'll be right back. We have some technical difficulties. All right, we're back.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
My CPU isn't peaking anymore.
For a little bit, hopefully.
For now.
Like, it's amazing that PowerPoint 2003 is doing it to you, too.
That's the thing. PowerPoint 2003 runs like absolute ass. And I did this to myself because I have Open Office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you just want that authentic experience.
Yeah. I mean, I put word art in the first slide.
Exactly.
That's all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a little special thing, by the way. This is the Warheads Sour Blue Raspberry soda.
It's Warheads. Those are good.
All right.
Those are really good.
I've never tried it. I've had it in my fridge for like 4 months because I've been waiting for a special occasion. And you know what? Disrespect. Special occasion.
All right.
Yeah, he just got his pediatrician degree.
It's pretty good. I like the sour. Actually, it's a nice little after.
It's really good. If you're into energy drinks and you have Ghost in your country, the Ghost Sour Patch Kids, those are really good.
I've never heard of Ghost.
No, me neither.
Yeah, it's like a sugar-free energy. It's like G Fuel, but in can.
And it's got like a Snapchat style logo, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does look like Snapchat.
Yeah.
I've got a Red Bull that's supposed to be Juneberry. It's in my fridge. It basically tastes like this, but less sour. It's weird.
Nice. So
anyways, disrespect.
Yeah, so Nick Merckx probably ain't too happy with the doc.
No. Not for the pedophilia, but for the trans thing.
Yeah, I don't know how he responded. I just wanted to laugh at the guy who, was with a trans woman and then started, said, hey, you know what? I'm going to support a transphobe today.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Proponent number 5.
Burn the witch. Burn the heretic.
This is why you brought me on, isn't it?
You
need a melanated consultant to weigh in on
punch out some more of his fucking teeth.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot to add that in.
Did you?
He got like part of his teeth punched out.
Yeah, they were chipped by the Superman punch.
Yeah,
cool bouncer hit him with.
Yeah,
that cool.
He really thought that
hero, man.
Flipping the hat off of some large man was just the perfect move.
He was anti-freedom. He had to make a statement.
Yeah, of course. Sneeko, upstanding individual. Oh dear God, why did it go back to? It was center. Damn it.
Unfortunate.
Okay, well, what that text says is that I can show this video here if y'all want. It's him trying to pick up a 14-year-old with a guy who was kicked off of Kick for being a pedo.
Man, yeah, you hate to get kicked off of Kick. That's never a good sign.
Yeah,
and then should have stopped the vlogs, man. Shouldn't have stopped.
Here he says, you cannot tell LGBT to leave kids alone because it ends their bloodline. They resent how perversion has no function to create life. They can only reproduce through molestation. Telling gays not to touch kids is like telling roaches to leave the kitchen. Fellows gotta eat. And then a trans woman just straight up quote tweets it with his fucking cuties video.
Yeah.
Based.
Yeah.
And then of course we have him saying that Israel did 9/11, which is really cool, which is really great. Also have a video of him arguing with Destiny about the age of consent and that he says that it should be at a mature, at a developed age, which that's suspicious.
I mean, you look at the cuties thing and you assume that it's just social climber, fucking look at me, I'm a contrarian, please pay attention to me.
Yeah, but then you add it with all the rest of this.
Falls into the pattern, yeah.
Yeah, I'd say throw a clip up.
All right.
Sure.
Oh, swap over.
This is going to hurt because he's also...
There are 2 videos, so we're going to watch them both in succession.
Funny thing is, he's also so embarrassing and embarrassingly bad at even trying to pick up these girls, but it kind of is more sad than anything.
Failing to pick up
14-year-olds. Yes, he's that embarrassing.
Good for him.
You would make a great double date. I like
for the best.
I think Zerka likes the girl on the right.
They're both on the left.
Oh, it's Zerka as well. Okay.
How old are you?
Yeah, Zerka's actually a pedophile.
Oh, I got that white bitch smiling. Let's go.
Stop. How old are you guys?
Underage. Well, you just
like how underage though? Like
whoa, buddy,
underage?
You don't ask that question. You underage and you say, okay, see ya.
Like how underage?
Birthday's next week type
They
shit?
look
Can't
underage.
go to Starbucks. White
Yeah,
bitch?
they look like
They're like visibly young.
That's loud.
that's pretty.
So
loud.
yeah,
It's funny.
Well, it equals funny, you know.
Yeah, there's
so-
been a few things with Sneeko too. I mean, even just the classic telling a YouTube person that he was gonna rape them. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
Chad, yeah.
he also
Was that the
likes to
Chad
suck up to
thing?
Andrew
Yeah.
Tate.
I think it was Chad.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's an easy question. Listen, okay, so should we update or not? What do you think the age of
Now
consent
listen,
should be,
Destiny's
Sneeko?
a piece of shit. However, Colin.
Yeah, this is not an important conversation.
No, it's a super. You don't think f***ing kids or not is an important conversation? What do you think the age of consent should be? If you want to be consistent, you don't think anything updates, just tell us what you think it should be.
I think it should be past age at a developed age. Destiny.
At a what is a developed age? If you had to
It's
set a
a
law for it, what would you set it? What would you set it
answer.
about?
I'd say it's a developed age.
No, answer the question, you fucking pussy. Holy shit, you're such a cowardly fuck. Stand up for what you believe in. If you actually are Muslim, you're actually Islamic or whatever, then stand up for your beliefs. Every other Muslim scholar online will do this. Do it. Stand tall on it. Don't act like a
Sneeko,
little
you're
pussy
getting
here trying to
pressed by
grow
a earwig,
XQC
man.
on
Just say the
on
number.
modern meta ethics or whatever. If you want to answer basic questions about your worldview, what should the age of consent be?
This fucking
see how-
cartoon mouse
You see
is
how you want to
making
answer the
funny.
question?
Just
Sarah's
say
gonna yap and
18.
not answer the question. I'm gonna ask the same thing when you're done. Go ahead.
I just answered the question. I just told
What
you.
was the age?
I just told you at a developed age.
Sneeko thinks you should be able to f 9-year-olds. That's what Sneeko thinks, and he won't answer that question honestly. Or he's gonna have to give a different answer, in which case he's updated his morality, he's updated his views, and that's really uncomfortable for him. You don't have an answer to any of this shit, bro. Go back to f***ing that corner in London where you're getting roasted by year one debaters on Christianity. This is retarded. I don't know what the f you're doing in here.
Okay, so you can leave the call. I wanted to go talk about this.
I don't want to leave
later.
the call. I like hanging out here. I've talked to a lot of files in the past, so.
This is a tragic loss for light-skinned right debaters. Tragic.
What do you think the age of development is?
I just told you. It depends on where you are. It depends on the world.
Then at what
Depends
stage
on
do you
where
think
you
it's
are.
development? What stage of development? 'Cause there's a
It
lot of stages
varies.
in
It
development.
varies. I don't think
It varies. It varies on the
I
what?
think it varies on the age.
Blood is
It
waffling.
varies on the age.
You just open up Google Maps, look at your
Oh dear.
geological location, go, okay, well,
Well, I mean, it's like there's a lot of weird. There's something there where it's like, oh yeah, you know, depending on if you're from Cambodia, it takes longer for you to develop. But if you're from like what is that? That's a weird. I don't know about that.
oh yeah, no, that's breaking out the calipers. That's some Calvin Candy shit. They're going like, well, you see the. I will get into it.
You can say it. We don't have to edit that out with you.
So yeah, Sneeko, upstanding individual.
Yes.
I see dead people.
My beat. Oh.
So
Yeah.
this is recent. Notice how all these influencers are disavowing Dr. Disrespect, are silent about Drake texting teenagers because they want to collab. It's all about optics, never ethics. Bro, what the fuck are you talking about?
You know, I'm
The
gonna
biggest
take
song in the world.
I'm gonna take a quote from Jay-Z here and just ask, what more can I say? How much more do you need me to say fuck Drake? I mean,
Yeah.
I've said fuck Drake.
Everybody,
Everyone said fuck Drake.
Bloods and Crips shook hands on stage. They dapped each other up dancing to this song because everybody hates Drake.
There
Are
is
you
literally
Man, you unified gangs that were in like
gangs that have not been
tons of
unified.
rivalries.
Gangs have not been unified since Rodney King.
I'm sure the fucking Ballas and the families are uniting over this shit.
Oh god, I like
nice
shit. The Vago's probably coming in.
Yeah, also, Drake, I guess, just tried restarting the beef recently. Like he claimed that he claimed that it was like botted listens, and it's like no,
no.
He's been saying that this whole time.
but he tried to do it again this weekend.
He's acting like his listens were botted for years though.
He had people botted in fucking clubs in Atlanta dancing and going, "A minor!" They were all bots.
Yeah, massive crowds. Sing. He didn't have like. There's this clip going around. Same concert where the Bloods and the Crips were dapping each other up.
Didn't have to even fucking say anything.
He didn't have to sing. All he did was like set the tempo, and everybody else filled in for him.
Literally, it was like Mike out letting people sing. The crowd sung the entire thing. Except for like maybe 4 lines.
As Pat said on Castle Super Beast, dude, the song of the summer is Drake Touches Kids.
Yeah. The song
It is. It really fucking is. It still gets radio play often.
The biggest song of the year is a man calling another man a pedophile.
Let me just say, like, I don't know how much you guys know about like hip hop rules of engagement.
I'm white as
like
sin.
a diss being on the charts is almost unprecedented in hip hop.
I don't think it's ever been heard of.
Wasn't the last
Disses are
time it
not
happened
songs.
was like
They're, like-
first up, fuck your bitch in the click you claim. Like, wasn't that the last time that happened? The
Hit 'em
box
up.
song?
Yeah, hit him up.
Hit 'em
by
up.
Pac,
That's
yeah.
the one.
Yeah.
So like, it's a very, very rare thing to have a diss that charts. Disses are usually just dropped as loosies because they're meant to, fuck with someone.
Yeah.
So the fact that a diss is this mammoth hit is quite baffling. No one fucks with Drake. We never fucked with Drake.
500 million views across just Spotify and YouTube.
It's funny. Last year somebody had a song about cancel culture and everybody lost their minds. But this year somebody has a song about somebody else being a pedophile, and you just put the shoe on the other foot, and all of a sudden it's a big hit. Oh, okay, whatever.
Sometimes
Justice
have a
for
nice beat
Miranda.
behind it. Well, yeah, you don't pull a ukulele out, yeah.
So we got this suspicious shit.
If Kendrick comes out on stage with a ukulele, that's over for him. Drake wins.
He'd be washed. He'd be like, oh no.
So we got Valkyrie and Pokimane basically going like, "Oh shit, that's gross," in response to the doc shit. And then Sneako's like, "Western Actually, hang on.
You gotta get more whiny.
Make sure it's real tight.
You gotta get real
Western culture is hilarious. If someone takes a girl 17 years and 11-month-old, he gets jumped by the whole industry. But if that same girl waits 1 more month to sell her body on OnlyFans, she's celebrated by that same industry for being an independent queen. Clown world.
Yeah, hey, I mean...
Listen, taken on its own, not entirely wrong. However...
That's the thing. I would argue that he's more wrong than right with that, like, OnlyFans thing, because everyone's like, oh, this popular person just turned 18 and made an OnlyFans. Yeah. That's weird. The people who are flocking to it are weird.
Dude,
that's
I remember when...
that's true, but it is still very profitable.
Baby?
Yeah, Bad Baby.
Yeah, it's profitable because there's a shit ton of creeps out there.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, honest to God, if I was like a moderately attractive girl, I would do OnlyFans. I get it. Like,
yeah, yeah, that's about it.
Yay!
Congratulations!
Oh, wait, don't I have? Oh yeah. So I finished this on the dot. Like we were supposed to start at 4 today. Pushed it back to 5. I finished at 5.
Goddamn.
I don't think I made any changes, so goodbye. So I'm going to pull up the browser again because there's an epilogue.
Right.
Let me get the stream going. Oh yeah.
We have our favorite little boy, our favorite wonderful boy. Did Twitch bait Dr. Disrespect by pretending to be a minor? This is nuts. Which
yeah, so
I don't think that happened, buddy.
Yeah, so he's retweeting.
To be fair, though, Grums is used to lying or being misled.
Yeah,
Were we misled?
Grums is very stupid, to put it very nicely. This man has not made a game in a decade, but has succeeded.
I mean, we don't even need to mention it every time. He's become the new Elon or whatever.
He really has.
He's the stupid person to talk about every time.
But
by the way,
yeah.
I'm uploading that PowerPoint. Put it in the description. I'll put it on like Mediafire or something.
Thank you.
Nice.
But yeah, no,
it was a very good PowerPoint. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Great job.
But if you look there, his source within the source, if you scroll down a little bit, is Call of Shame, who is like noticeably an embarrassment. And while the confirmed part is true, yes, Twitch reported him to the National Center for Missing Exploited Children. Thing you can't see in this tweet here, and it's cut off. It was
you see the bottom there. Well, thus adding more with this witch hunt by ex-Twitch employees idea, which could potentially be true, but it doesn't.
But then a lot of these people have been rolling with an unconfirmed report. But in Call of Shame, even confirmed this is unconfirmed. that apparently a Twitch employee was pretending to be the 17, like the underage person.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
I don't know where they're getting that from.
It's pulled
That's
out of
the
their
thing,
ass.
though.
This person pulled shit out of their ass.
Even if that was real, that's still to catch a predator type shit.
Yeah, and
if someone's going to if someone's going to accept a DM from a fake minor, they're probably going to accept one from a real minor as well.
Thank you.
You know,
Yeah.
stupid fucking mistakes, man.
What do you guys say about this idea that they have some liability here because they paid him and everything? I mean, it feels.
I think
like
they paid him because they broke contract.
Yeah, that's more of like.
Well, I think
that's
just a legal.
That's just a legal situation.
But it sucks, and as a part of breaking that, they probably weren't allowed to publicly disclose why they did it, which fucking sucks because probably would have been disclosed sooner. But
my internet's going fucky.
Uh-oh.
Well,
I think it's good now, but
thankfully we don't have too much on the.
Yeah, thankfully the presentation is over.
Yeah, thankfully we're kind of knocked out on that part. Yet this fucking sucks. The people like, why is it just he's fucking weird and he sent a weird DM and now people can just choose, hey, do you want to watch him? Yes or no? That's what it is in my thought. It's like I don't watch the shit. This doesn't affect me too much.
Yeah.
So. No, I mean. It's interesting to see I barely knew of his existence. It's interesting to see the defense squad, though. I mean, a lot of it is kind of some of it you wouldn't say is necessarily full defense, but you know, some of it definitely is like.
I mean, would I like
it's
to
like
see
the kind of
DMs?
it's the kind of shit that people did with. Well, yeah, that would maybe be good, but it's the kind of shit that people did with Keffels. Where it's like, oh, well, whatever she did is beside the point. Let's talk about the thumbnail, you know.
It's like
it's kind of deflecting into other
talk about
fucking
Keffels first.
Entirely other topics.
Why do people feel so inclined to defend these unforgivable weirdos?
People like to be in
sunk cost fallacy.
Well, some of it's bad. Some people like to be in like the out group. Some people like to be the outliers. You know, like.
Rider dies, stuff like that.
So that and contrarianism. It's like, oh, because they're not cool anymore, I'm gonna go hang around this community. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to fix that part, but yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's an interesting implosion that we've been seeing recently. But it's not the only implosion that's been happening recently.
Oh, yes, I'm gonna.
That's a segue right there.
I'm gonna let y'all pull that up because my computer is dying. I'll let y'all pull up the.
I don't have that pulled up, but
I don't really have anything to pull up. I mean, I guess there's that video that he made where he's like naked and he's selling the crypto. Boogie is selling crypto scams now.
Yeah, he's selling the pump and dump.
Yeah.
Fuck YouTube.
There was a whole Medicare stream about it a few days ago, and it was a very funny event. Not only was Jim angrier than he usually is, Boogie showed up in the chat and tried to downplay. He tried to downplay why he was scamming people with like some shit about how he needs like weight loss medicine or something. Which is
rare fat person cancer.
Where he gets fatter because he has cancer. Yeah.
If he
needs Ozempic for his cancer. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. The cancer keeps spreading to my gut and my ass.
Yeah.
Not the gunt.
No.
The cancerous gunt.
No.
I'm wondering if I'm trying to find it maybe on Twitter, just the video of him.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that the story changed several times. It started with, like, I didn't think anybody would actually buy the crypto. And then it turned into maybe it would just be, like, rich people who throw me a bone. And then it became, and I'm, like, out of... I'm building a community with the crypto.
Just buy one coin, you'll be in the Discord chat.
Cancer meds, fat people meds, whatever. Mm-hmm. He shows up in the Jim's chat and he's like, lol, I got it for my fat guy meds, lol. And Jim's just like, you're dying or whatever, and you have no time to make content and actually do anything of any fucking value. So, but you have enough like will to show up in my chat and laugh about it. It was not the best move from Boogie there in that moment. He watched the some of the documentary that guy made about him, which I haven't watched all of it, but it sure makes him look like a fucking dummy.
Yeah.
He apparently like blew all of his money, fucking millions of dollars on like, or at least $500,000 or something on hookers. You know,
like I think it was, yeah,
some for him and some for his hookers.
Yeah.
Apparently, Doc got arrested a few days ago.
Wait, what?
What?
Yeah. So
Breaking news?
this is that's the thing. This is 3 days old, but this is from Keemstar, so you know.
I think that one was
Grain of
proven
salt.
as not real, but
Okay, all right. So okay, I'm glad because missing that would have made me feel quite stupid.
Yeah, I mean,
Thanks, Keem.
probably
Bravo,
developing.
I was
Good job,
scrolling
Keem.
through Boogie's thing because I'm looking for that video and I can't find it.
I think he deleted
Well,
it.
he's probably deleted it by now.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
That's probably the
The whole
smartest thing
thing-
he could do.
It was very weird because he apparently tried to circumvent it when he put the thing out, and he made this whole deal with the company. Was called something stupid too, like Rug Pull Coin
It
or
was
some
like
shit.
pull
Yeah,
dot
like he was.
rug or
The video
something.
was like
It was,
a
it was
Andrew
pump
Tate
something.
parody.
It was like
Yeah.
a pump and dump play.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, something like that. And he
But
was
it's like-
doing
Where it's like,
Yeah.
if you put money into that, you probably, if very least, shouldn't be allowed to vote. You know?
Yeah, I mean, there is an element where it is like you have only scammed retards, really. The only people that are buying into this are the dumbest people in your audience, and at that point, is it really not their fault? I don't know, but you still probably shouldn't do it. And yeah, he apparently tried to circumvent the whole thing because he knew that it was going to probably be really shady and weird looking. So he went to CoffeeZilla before the thing went out. And he was just like, "Hey, man, you know, can I get some tips about my crypto thing? Whatever." Like, he has this phone call with him, and Coffee's just like, you know, trying to understand like this thought process, and it comes across as mostly just bullshit. I mean, essentially, he shifts the blame onto CoffeeZilla because he didn't educate Boogie enough that what he was doing with this crypto thing was a scam and a bad thing. It's CoffeeZilla's fault for not telling Boogie not to scam people more directly and clearly. That was
but didn't he go to CoffeeZilla just for like one-off advice? CoffeeZilla wasn't like a consultant or someone who was in a position of
but it's still his fault.
But he
because
also
it can't be Boogie's fault.
He also apparently came to Coffee when he had like 10. He just already did the deal with them, and he was
Accepted
like,
the money, yeah.
Yeah, so he basically takes the money and then immediately starts laying the fucking, you know,
he was just trying to like cover his ass essentially.
I think we can watch some of the Voidzilla video.
Sure, I mean, if you want to, if you have the Fat Boy Boogie video too, because again, he's like naked. He's got some bimbo with him.
I can't find that online anymore, and I think this is the only thing that's got it in there. Claw, you might have to cast this, and Tristan's CPU's kind of like pissing itself.
Yeah, it's like hovering around 60, which, you know, for me, just like going through a browser and chatting on Discord, that's a lot.
Pretty concerning, yeah.
So hey, any sponsors?
Yes. Hosts at loud_funny.com.
Today I
You guys hear
confronted Boogie 2988 on a crypto pump and dump he did, where he got paid $10,000 to promote a coin, and he said that he thought that just
fatty coin,
because he said, "Hey, don't buy this unless you're rich," that nobody was going to put their money in. A few hours later, $3 million worth of trading volume had
Well, I mean, he doesn't seem to recognize that that's the definition of a shit coin, too. That's what they call a shit coin.
Yeah.
Is a stupid meme coin that's like cum.coin or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
so. That's
or
basically
just fucking Andrew Tate's daddy coin or something.
Yeah, I think he's at wow. Yeah, Andrew Tate. I think I just mixed up Andrew Tate with Logan Paul in my head for a second.
There is
I have no idea why.
Fair.
There is a cum coin on that website, and it's just a photo of a like the head of a penis blasting. Like,
very cool.
Buy it now. Done. And I tried to tell him and explain to him that that's how these deals work. Insiders pay you, the celebrity, to go ahead and promote something. They paid him $10,000, and then people end up buying the coin. It doesn't matter what you say. The whole point is they're renting your likeness, renting your image in order to do that. He then told me, well, you know, basically he's paying for cancer, so he can't pay that money back. It's all spent, money's spent, money's gone.
Man, yeah.
And I tried to get to the bottom of why he did it, why I think that he didn't actually
just say
care
that, like,
whether
10K doesn't seem like a very large amount of money.
That's not. Not for the amount of money he ended up getting.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, when you consider, I don't know how much he actually winds up making. Probably not much more than that. I mean, I'm sure he spent all that already, but he's probably not getting anything out of the $3 million in trading that this fucking thing apparently goes on to make.
That seems like a pretty bad deal. Like, if you're going to
Seems
jeopardize your career, you
You
might
at
as well
least pull
jeopardize your career for
You
money.
pull a 100K scam like
That's the thing though. Boogie got more than his career is worth, to be fair.
Yeah. That's true. Also, another coin that I found on here, Girl Pussy Cum. I'm not kidding. That's the name of it. Girl Pussy Cum
coin. Yeah,
going to the moon.
My
It's
wallet.
going to the moon.
It's-
Bang,
it's-
zoom, straight to the moon.
It's got a market cap of 4,000. So that's something.
Scam or not, because he actually came to me ahead of time. It was a really weird story where he came to my DMs before he fully launched the coin. He had just done an announcement tweet saying, hey, you know, at pump.fun, which is the platform he was launching on. And then he said to me, hey, I got a question for you, something like that. And I said, I looked at his Twitter profile and I said, don't do what I think you're about to do. And he said, oh, it's too late. Like, I already spent the money, hospital bills and stuff. So I thought it was really weird. Like, why would you come to the guy who busts scams if you thought it was all on the up and up? Because that's what he tries to say is, no, if I had only known, if I'd only seen ahead of time what this was, I wouldn't have done it. Very strange story, though. I want you to hear from Boogie2988 himself, though, about.
Hey, you can listen to Boogie talking to Coffee here. There's another 20 minutes to this video if you'd like to hear the rest of it. I think there is some clips though, maybe there's a little clip here.
It's like tape parody that he does.
Yeah.
And the hacks to help you break free from the matrix so you can be a brokey like me. True happiness comes from a goldfish, from the same woman a couple of nights a month, and the occasional meme coin. Fatty for life.
I guess it's like goldfish crackers.
Here's my shitcoin. If you want to be broke too, buy my.
So basically, he's got a whole video that's where he's just funny Andrew Tate parody.
Like his girlfriend comes out. Guys. His girlfriend comes out in fucking underwear. It's it's a parody. If he wasn't actually launching, if he wasn't actually launching a meme coin, that's kind of funny, I guess. But the fact that he's doing that to launch his actual fucking meme coin is ridiculous.
By the way, like, have you guys seen a photo of his girlfriend?
Yeah,
she's like a quarter of his age or something.
Yeah, she's like, you know, maybe 2 times.
She looks fresh out of she looks like a high schooler.
Yeah, she's
freshly 18.
If you want to blast that on screen real quick.
Oh, me? What? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I guess I will. I stopped streaming. Jesus.
Sorry, you're good.
I don't usually run the fucking stream for the thing. Hang on.
Cue up Boogie's girlfriend right now.
I'm not usually the Jamie of the stream.
Yeah, Jamie, can you pull up Boogie's girlfriend?
Yeah.
Jamie,
once I get a better PC, the shit's.
This will be on lock.
He's girlfriend here, and I mean, she
looks like a trick or treater.
Genuinely, I went to church with someone who looked like this girl. She was like 3 years younger than me.
Listen, I'm sure she's a legal aged adult.
She is. She actually is.
Disrespectful to this woman to be that way necessarily. However, I mean,
but it looks.
Look at the man she's with.
She's like 10 years younger than us.
She's decided to start.
Well,
she's decided to start fucking a walrus.
I think she's like 22 or 23. Yeah. Like, look, if she's in it for the money, I kind of respect the hustle. There's no money there, but
that's the thing. She makes it seem like she's not. Like she makes it seem like she's there for him.
She might not be.
Which
I could be entirely wrong in judging.
That's the way you have to do it.
Now that I'm thinking about it, she can't be in it for the money. There's no fucking
There's
money.
literally no money.
Well,
Yeah,
exactly. But that's
Yeah,
what you would have
it
said
couldn't be the
about
cloud
like
either. It couldn't be the
that's
cloud.
what that's
well,
yeah, that's what you would say about the chick that was the horse face bitch that was with Ralph, but then you know that eventually did fall apart. But
also,
speaking of content creators' wives, is Mama JF still fucking dead?
She's still missing, quote unquote. But I swear to
been
God,
over a year.
JF Garrity fucking killed that woman.
As a fellow Canadian, I don't know if I can give any.
In fact, I will say this. My personal opinion is my own. It is not of any member or guest of Loud Equals Funny or Loud Equals Funny properties via Loud Equals Funny LLC. Therefore, this is my own individual opinion. Yeah, no, JF Garrity killed that fucking woman. There's no fucking way he didn't. There's no way.
I'm nodding because I have a weird nervous tick.
Yeah, I understand. You got that.
I'm very nervous of what you're saying.
I can neither confirm nor deny my association with these gentlemen.
Hang on, my long lost
twin,
step twin. Bliston is coming in the
other
door over there. Let me go and greet him. Oh, hey,
hey, while you go get Bliston, I'll pull this up full
Oh,
screen.
yeah, I'm fine. I'm just here to say my weekly funny thing.
Hey,
Looking forward to seeing
Bliston. Hey, it's me, Bliston. Mama JF was absolutely killed by her husband. Bye-bye.
Oh, shit.
All right, see you, Bliston. Great seeing you, man.
What a strange fellow.
Yeah.
You gotta invite him around more. I get that.
I don't know.
I never invite him. He just comes in.
I think he's on the level. I like Bliston.
I especially like his appearance with the glasses.
I do too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have too much else to say about Boogie. You should definitely watch the stream that Metaker did if you want more information. But it's just an interesting secondary explosion that's been happening. Yeah. You say we. I didn't have any interest in this.
I thought it could be interesting. I was like, well, he's going through some shit. I was hoping he wouldn't be so crazy. Then the last year, he spiraled even more than he did before. It's like, all right.
The secondary explosion was Doc spurting it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like he decided to,
I gotta release.
Hold my beer, Doc. Don't worry, I'll take over for you. I'll take some of the.
Gotta pass.
Let me hump this hotel bed right quick.
Let me get that clip.
I got about 6 good seconds in me.
Yeah, quick is the operative word there. That's true.
It certainly is.
Oh. Yeah, I gotta find a clip here, and if you wouldn't mind.
Me and 5 seconds for my hooker. Hang on.
Oh, that hooker's getting the easiest $400 of her life.
Oh,
you just gotta let him hump you.
Back in the day, that was just a funny haha clip. Nowadays,
yeah.
Do you guys want to see what I can do? Why do I have 2 beds? One for me and one for my hooker. One for me and one for my hooker.
I mean, this is funny when he breaks it down. But...
One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for my hooker.
Welcome to the sub club.
Welcome to the sub club.
Welcome to the sub club. One for me and one for the hooker. One for me and one for the hooker.
He's busted it down.
We get it, Boogie.
Yeah.
We get it.
Yeah.
He's throwing it back.
All right.
Welcome to the sub club.
All right, that's
Take it, bitch.
Oh, that's quite enough of that. Take it, bitch.
Take it.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing the prostitute flattened like a Acme anvil landed on them after when he stands up.
I
gotta have
the pancake.
I forgot what movie it was where there was a woman who was she was supposed to fuck some guy and then he was really fat and then some dude shows up and shoots the guy and so he just dies on top of her and basically suffocates her.
I feel like it was a Crank movie. I don't know why.
Might have been
for some reason I remember that.
Yeah. I love that this clip still doesn't really answer the question of why he needs 2 different beds, one for him and one for the hooker.
I mean, usually if you get a hotel room,
it depends on the hotel. Yeah. Sometimes
sometimes they'll come with one.
There was one I rented recently because I had to go somewhere and it had fucking 3 beds and I'm like, this feels like a waste.
That's 1 for you and 2 for the hookers. My question.
One for each.
Yeah, my question is why are the hookers staying? Why is the hooker staying? You leave after the sex.
It's a busy night.
I paid you for the sex, hooker.
The
Hey,
hooker's
maybe you don't
probably
wanna
got
lay
other
down.
stuff to do. Yeah, after
Yeah.
she's
It's
busy
like-
fucking him, like
Well, do you think
showering and
yeah.
regretting things.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, do you think Boogie like grabs them at the door and goes, "No, I paid for the night. You're sleeping here.
You're
We're
watching
getting
Office
breakfast."
reruns
Girlfriend
with me, bitch.
experience. Yeah, he's gonna force her to watch Gundam movies.
You're gonna watch CMT on this hotel television. No, God,
Oh my
anything but country music reruns.
Not Reba. No.
Honestly, Reba, I would watch maybe 10 episodes if I was really high in a fucking hotel room. I get that.
I'd watch it for the
I'm more of a
nostalgia.
Grace
10
Under Fire
episodes, that's
kind of
a
guy when
while.
CMT is on.
Hell
I feel
yeah. Hope and
Oh.
Faith, maybe. I mean, like these are all nostalgia ones.
Exactly.
So I
I'd
mean that's
Boogie
about it for
4 or 5.
Boogie. Probably Boogie's dead. F for Boogie, everybody.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Stick
Rest
a
in peace,
fork-
Boogie.
He
stick a
died. He
fork
died
in
during
him,
stream
he's-
the other day.
Stick
Yeah,
a
he
fork in him,
died-
he's done like a turkey.
He
Oh,
died
man.
the
I don't have
way
any
he
forks big
lived.
enough.
He died the way he lived, like a
It's-
huge piece of shit.
Like
It's
a bitch.
wild that like I'm fucking massive,
Yeah.
but I'm
Well,
still
you gotta be
smaller than
massive.
Boogie.
Oh yeah.
No, I am. Trust me.
I mean,
I'm a large boy, but
nothing
Boogie
wrong being large.
Boogie
redefines large.
Boogie is a ham planet.
But
Yeah.
Boogie,
Like also, I can walk around.
yeah, that too. He
I can
kinda
you know
waddles.
I'm not for
Bold.
now. I'm waiting for my friend, my
mean,
gym
we're
friend, to
lucky.
get his coding certification. But I go to the fucking gym.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
like I think like if Boogie was an Armored Core, they'd call him like a mobile like some sort of mobile base or something.
Yeah,
You get
yeah.
a long
He's
briefing
an
about
aircraft
him.
carrier, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the mobility of Arsenal gear.
He's a Death Star.
Yeah,
He's
you
very
have to
sturdy.
take down the mobile fortress Boogie. They would say your mission as a
He's got-
contractor.
He's got haunches. That's the best way
He's
to put it.
he's
got
the covetous
haunches.
demon in Dark
I
Souls.
mean,
you know?
the thing about Boogie, you're just
He's a
happy
scared.
that the hooker managed to get out of his gravitational pull.
Yeah,
frankly.
honestly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
gotta
Liquid
have
Snake
strong
would pilot
hips.
Boogie.
Yeah.
he would be
No, I'm just imagining
semi.
Boogie as a giant Katamari ball rolling up a bunch of fucking
he would
King
be
of
like,
Cosmos
sounds
goes, you
or
have to roll a Katamari the size of an obese influencer.
Gets a Katamari
The prince is just like,
Make him the size of the universe.
I gotta
How
roll
am I
up a
gonna
few
do that?
buses. I gotta roll a few buses.
Boogie's the scale. It's like, oh, the
Yeah.
Boogie played it.
Yeah.
He becomes his own star. You roll up one thing and it's him. He becomes his own planet and star.
Oh
Get it.
yeah.
Wonder what Super N0VA thinks about having subscribed at this moment.
He got welcome to a sub club, you know?
Well,
Hey.
unfortunately, he didn't get one sub for him and one for his hooker, so that's probably
That's a
his
shame.
problem.
He should have been
Yeah.
offering dual subs.
Honestly,
shame.
we need to start paying sex workers in subs.
Yeah, hey.
I'm sure they'd be very happy with that.
Subscribe to.
Here,
to the
hon.
hook.
Oh, I was talking about the food.
Oh, hey, yeah.
That'd
Exactly.
be
Here,
good.
here, hon.
Hey,
Have some
hey,
Jersey
thank-
Mikes.
Thanks for letting me put my bingus in you. Here's a meatball sub.
Hey, I went
Yeah,
to Jersey
look,
Mikes.
I only got a gyro on me.
That's a
I only
really
got a
good
gyro.
meatball sub. I got it with the extra onions.
I gave her
So,
one. I gave her 1 foot long and 6 inches. Those are 2 separate measurements.
You can figure out which one's which. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well,
what else do we got? I can pull from my fucking bookmarks if we want to.
We could pivot into video game music talk for a bit. I mean, if we want to
Ooh.
do that a little bit. I mean, I don't know.
Oh,
I'm
we
good for
wanted
whatever
to
anyone
have-
wants to do.
we wanted to
high
have
as
Gabe
balls.
for the video game music talk, so
Yeah,
so
have
that
both.
should be its own episode. Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I wanted to talk about a little bit about SMT, but I don't have
Oh.
too much to say.
I'm down to talk for SMT for a little
Yeah,
bit.
I'm as am I. As am I.
Yeah,
Oh,
what's up?
Oh, I was going to say we were going to talk about the debate, but honestly, I think I'm fine with not talking about the debate.
I don't want to talk about senior
Plus,
citizens.
Everyone's
I
fucked.
want to talk about
I mean,
demons.
listen, I like elder abuse as much as the next guy, but I think this goes a bit far.
The one thing I'll say about the debate is that if everybody thought that 2016 was the clown world debate, the clown world
We've gone
election,
past clowns. We're at mimes now.
We're in corpse world now. This is graveyard apocalypse territory. This is not good.
We have a spry young 82-year-old and a spry young 78-year-old, and they're doing just fine, guys.
Isn't he 83 or something? I thought it was.
82.
I think he's 83 soon.
He's gonna be 83.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
It's
It was a codger versus a coot. I would say it was a codger versus a coot. They.
I swear to, and they won't do this. The fucking Democratic Party has been shitting their pants really since 2012. But let's be fair, it's 2016. Really,
like Biden, yes.
Yeah, it's like, well, no, it's not even Biden first. It was Clinton. Them running Clinton was such a bad time because she is not popular in most states. She's literally like a New York. She's liked by New York Democrats, and that's it.
Oh, go ahead and pull that up. Don't open the article. Just pull that up because I think it's
going to say.
funny
To be fair, I was making a incontinence joke about the feeble geezer.
That's fair. My bad. I'm dumb. But this is a good tweet here.
There we go. Democrats
there he
consider the unthinkable. It's time for Biden to go. Speaking of incontinence,
take that motherfucker out back.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Right below it too. Read that right below it.
Our only hope is that he bows out. We have a brokered convention or dies. Otherwise, we are fucking dead. This is what I'm saying. I would be very unsurprised if he winds up accidentally suicided in the next couple weeks or something.
I mean,
they're gonna take him aside, and he's gonna be like, "Oh, where am I going?
They're taking him off to the farm upstate. Yeah.
It's
Are
like,
we going to golf with Donald? Yeah,
The
that's
fact-
right. We're going to golf.
the fact that they haven't been looking at the last couple of years, especially his first 2 years, he was kind of he was off balance, but he was still there-ish. These last couple of years, especially, man, he's purposely not been doing a lot of shit around the public. And then this debate, it was such a bad idea. He's so old. Can we not the fact that we as a country are looking at the possibility of having an 80-year-old president or an 82-year-old president or a 78-year-old president is absurd. It's a joke.
Honestly, I think once you hit retirement age, like standard retirement age for the country, you cannot run for office anymore.
Yeah, they don't let you
office.
run for office unless you're 40 or something. So that makes it a very small window, basically.
Yeah. There's also an age cap for how young you can be. So there should be a fucking cap for how old you can be. But
That's
if you bring that up to any of the I call them brainwashed people on both sides. If you bring it up to either group, they flip out at you. They look at you like you're a moron. It's like, no, we shouldn't have senior citizens at this level.
We shouldn't have senior citizens.
They should be in retirement.
We should put them off into camps or something, like in another planet, maybe.
Honestly, throw them into the ocean.
And just shoot them into the sun.
Better
Fuck
yet,
it.
Fuck it.
Jettison the old.
No, better yet, put them all on a cruise ship. The moment you turn 70, you get put on a cruise ship.
Can you imagine? It's like Superman. It's like the beginning of Superman, but instead of baby Kal-El, you just send out millions of old people.
all right, great.
Listen,
they'll just
if you
wind up all over the universe.
If you tell an octogenarian that there's a golden corral in the sun, they'll get in that rocket free of charge. They won't. They won't say a thing okay, as long as we get there before it closes.
It's a little bit bright, but I like that there's a deal going on.
I'm just picturing the Jor-El looking down at this old naked man in a pot and goes,
you're our last hope.
Do I get the role,
gone.
Sonny?
I'll level with you. Krypton's not blowing up. You're just
you're
getting
just
rid of you.
I hope they brought back segregation for this one.
Secretly,
Krypton's fine.
I don't like it when the colors are at my buffet.
Dear God.
Krypton's fine. I just want my basement free. Sorry, Papa.
We're more fucked than Krypton is.
I just can't picture Mod Pa Kent raising Joe Biden at the spry age of 80.
You land on their farm. What's up, Jack? What?
They just start playing Parcheesi, and they have a very nice time.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, you could do a film like that, have an 80-year-old grandpa fall from space and just meet other grandpas. That's just the plot of the film.
That sounds great.
Am I different?
That's basically early Doctor
thought
Who.
it was different.
It sure is.
Actually, yeah.
Like, in fact, I genuinely think it's this. Hang on. I think it's this novel, which, by the way, crazy reference in that name. You know, if you know, you know, you know.
Oh.
And then there were none. You know what I mean?
Oh boy. I think I
10 little soldier boys, if you get my meaning.
This is why I don't watch Doctor Who. You know that and the wokeness. I can't tolerate
Yes,
black people in television. I'm not a big fan.
Yeah, black and gay. It's really.
They said a
it's-
pronoun.
yeah,
I don't know about that. I can't rate that. No,
I mean,
Yeah,
hey, I think they did.
So
pretty good with
anyway, America's destroyed.
yeah, we're cooked. Stick a fork in us.
Speaking-
Very cool.
Speaking of
everywhere's cooked.
Graveyard Apocalypse, though, we were gonna I want some SMT talk. I mentioned last time when we had Caddy on, I said like very quickly at the end, I was just like buy or whatever, you know, you can emulate it. If the Switch version is emulatable. You know, it's a Sega release, so really fuck them. But play SMT5 Vengeance.
Yes,
it's
very good game.
Pretty cool, yeah. It's the
I have
new,
not played the Vengeance version. I've still played only base SMT. So
the old one,
launch one.
Yeah,
Finished it,
yeah,
loved it.
because Brains is playing the non-vengeance path of the new one, but I'm playing the new story vengeance path of the new one.
Like all of the quality of life stuff genuinely makes the vanilla release unplayable garbage.
I can imagine from everything I've seen from the patches and the updates, it's like, yeah, that looks so much better. Plays so much better on new consoles.
Even just
plus it's the old stories in there, right? So you can play both halves.
You can play the original version of it, but people didn't really love the original version of it because I guess you basically pick the ending Tron 5000 at the end. You know,
little bit of
pick
ending
from a list
Tron,
or whatever. But
I'm okay with a little ending Tron sometimes. It's fine.
yeah, there's a bunch of quality of life stuff now, though. So even if you want to play that version of it, there's like Magatsuhi rails. I dropped my lighter. These just fast travel rails that get you around the map a little quicker. So,
which is
thank you.
actually
Appreciate
nice.
it. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, no, it's been fun, and I'm toward the end of the thing now of the vengeance path. I'm like 70-something%, and I've reached a roadblock with the vengeance relevant story bosses that have all ganged up on me. So, I mean, that's a minor spoiler, but
yeah,
that's
not too much. It's fine.
It's been pretty good. You settle into like a good rhythm with it. This whole series, you know, each game has like different vibes, and they used to be like dungeon crawler, fucking first person kind of like take a step, turn, take a step kind of thing. Like
Claw.
Well, they still have.
I think you go ahead and
relatively
stop
modern
streaming.
titles in that range.
Yeah. We guess we don't need Joe Biden dying anymore. That's not necessary.
I was gonna say I have something pulled up for after this.
Him back.
He's kind of like an SMT demon, you know.
Yeah.
I could see you fighting him during the law, and
he's one of the codgers that shows up, and he's just like, "Oh, there's you got my buddy there, Sonny Jim. All right, take it easy."
Hunter over there. He's only got a little bit of crack cocaine.
I love that we were talking. By the way, I know
he gets to have a little bit of crack.
We're getting off. We're trying to get off the debate, but I love that we were talking about that, and it's literally just like, listen, only his son did crack in the White House, not him. It's fine.
Which I'm gonna be real here. That's a cool crime. I
guess.
If I was arrested for anything, smoking crack in the White House, would be like high on the White House.
If we do it, then if like the
at the absolute top,
president does it.
At the absolute top is murdering
hip hop imagery of crack in the White House. White in the White House? Come on.
I would if somebody handed me a crack pipe in the White House, I would smoke crack. I would
absolutely.
Never in
Might
any
as
other
well.
situation would I ever be like.
Well, I mean, you know
crack.
you're gonna be getting good crack if you're in the White
like
House.
someone
right?
hands you a pipe and a lighter, it's like, well, fuck, all right.
You're not getting like the dollar store crack.
Yeah, this was cooked in a clean Pyrex bowl.
Like this is what the CIA cooked.
This is
this wasn't made in a prison.
This is what the CIA cooked up originally. Here you go.
The guy who made this crack had a clean
vintage crack
clean
from the
undershirt on.
80s.
Exactly. If a person making your crack has
Swirling
like clean
around the
clothing on
glass.
ever, it's good
You
shit.
don't want that.
And he's like,
it's good
you know,
shit.
he's like very
we don't want
jovial.
that.
He's a jovial guy. He's like, hey, how you doing? Yeah,
That's
I'll be
how you
cooking
know.
the crack this evening.
Admittedly, it is
gee, guys, I really like cooking all this crack with you.
It is kind
Hello
of
there, sir. If you want to take a
crack.
seat, I'll be making the crack tonight.
Yes, I'm going to be the one making the crack cocaine.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. I'm your artisan heroin dealer. How may I help you?
Oh man, I want to go to the artisanal
Heroin
dispensary.
They played up the fucking needle with like romaine lettuce. Drizzle some sauce on the plate itself.
Wait until you get to the pumpkin spice era of heroin, dude. It's gonna be wild.
Honestly, we're probably at that point with like THC products.
Well, we have flavored. This is like a flavored vape thing. So where's the flavored crack?
Wait,
Honestly,
pause. This vape has this weird, like, discolored, like, juice, and I don't know if that's
You're smoking carnage, man. You're smoking a symbiote.
This is gonna give me venom powers, and I'm ready for that shit. But
Hopefully,
Let's go, Tom Hardy.
Cereal milk. I see God.
I'd be down. I'd be down to become Tom Hardy. I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that's
If
true.
Power just made me Tom Hardy, I'd be okay with that too. Fuck it.
He was pretty like sweaty and schizophrenic in that film. So
Oh yeah, but he got better.
Well, no, in the first two and in the trailer for a third, he always gets like deeply sweaty and horrifying.
There's
looking.
there's a pretty good scene in the first one where he's just like he breaks into a restaurant that this woman, his like ex is at with her like new boyfriend, and he just starts he starts sitting in the lobster tank.
He's like, he eats them raw.
Yeah, I like that movie. People don't like the first Venom because it's
I
like
enjoyed
too
it.
silly or something.
I watched it like
people hate fun.
Yeah,
You know, people hate
But the whole
stupid,
Venom, the first
great.
two of them
Just
have
a
been
dumb
fun.
movie.
I'm still sad, but he never got to interact with any of the Spider-Men. They could have had him in that fucking movie because he was technically in the other universe. I'm gonna bitch
Well, that's
about that
because
forever.
they're setting up Venom v Spider-Man in 10 years or whatever, which will eventually happen.
There's a missed opportunity to have Topher Grace Venom show up at the bar as well.
That's true.
Exactly.
Over at him.
What they gotta do, really?
All
they
five
gotta,
of them. All five of them.
we gotta
Bring in the Venoms.
They gotta make Topher, or they gotta make an animated Venom movie with like Spider-Verse or something. Have him show up because like the Venom goop in animation, that shit would look pretty good.
It
would. You know.
If they
I mean,
do
shit,
like
it looked
Spider-Verse,
good and it looked good in Spider-Man 3 even.
It did.
It does. Yeah.
Special effects in that movie are so fucking
For the
good.
3
It's
minutes
wild.
that he's on screen, he looks good
Yeah.
in that. Yeah.
All 20 seconds. It's crazy.
Yeah, until the pipes start rattling around him.
I like the pipe stuff. That was good. That was
I mean, it's a
good
cool way to
resolution.
fuck with
I mean,
them.
that's the way
Yeah.
it is in the comics, I think, too.
Yeah.
You don't like sound, which
the
I get
game recently,
does?
the new Spider-Man game did. I forgot what they did. They're
Something
Wow, I
similar to
actually
that.
forgot. Yeah, there was like some clock bells, and then the anti-venom took them over.
Yeah.
Yeah, the clock bells or the church bells are how Peter almost said Toby, or how Peter got off in Spider-Man 3. So yeah.
That's how he got off in the comic too, wasn't
Oh, yeah.
it? Like that was
It
pretty
is
pretty good
they did pretty
adaptation
faithful
moment.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
A lot of people have a lot of problems with the Spider-Man 2 game that came out recently, but I don't know if the Venom stuff that they did was one of them. I think it was pretty cool.
It's probably one of the weaker adaptations of Venom in general, but it was still pretty good.
No, it's an interesting new
The subversion
version
was
of them.
neat. Yeah. I
No,
thought that
I'm
was
just saying, like, I liked that stuff. Plus, when he had the essentially like Agent Venom armor at one point, because when he first tries to make a suit, he changes into that with the symbiote. But Harry. Harry changes it like that.
Yeah.
It's like
It
that's
makes
kind of neat.
It makes a lot more sense for it to be someone like Harry than I know in the comics they made wasn't Agent Venom Flash Thompson?
That's Flash.
That was Flash Thompson.
Well, yeah, because Flash loses his legs in the war.
He got sent to the war, and then
fucking Peter
So they go-
Parker's dipshit bully. They make him Venom. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
they have him enter that program or whatever, going like, well, this guy doesn't have legs, let's put an alien on him.
Might as well. Hey, guys, sign me up. Come on, I've already got it's already black. It fits in. It'll look great.
Hey.
Come on.
Hell yeah.
You can do like a Mega Man blaster thing with it.
I sure can, Bane.
Hell yeah, brother. That's a good shit.
Beautiful.
You gotta
now,
make
now you
like
just gotta make a shell around it.
yeah, well, I was thinking like if you ever wanted to cosplay Mega Man, you just like find a blue cover and then like
Paint it blue.
stick a lemon in the hole. You know,
That's true.
It's a big lemon.
I really wish I could get one of like a life-size version of. I used to have the fucking Mega Man Battle Network action figure where he would like fire the fucking launch. He'd shoot a lemon basically.
Yeah.
I wish I could just get a life-size version of that for inside my arm. That would be.
Well, you can absolutely get a life-size helmet. You just
Yeah.
wear like a blue T-shirt. You just
Nerf,
you know
call us
get the bougie helmet, but like phone it in for the rest of the costume.
Have any of you guys ever listened to Proto Men?
I have.
Yes, I love Proto Man.
They
I've
were
never
blasted
One of their
all over
albums is
me.
on my list.
They were blasted all
yeah.
over me back in the day.
I've heard
They
them.
were.
Like they're good. It's just not really my kind of music.
I wonder when the fuck Act
Like
3 is gonna come
synthwavy
out.
stuff.
I think the thing with Proto Man, it feels like it should be more like Rush or something, but it's kind of not. It's more like it's like indie rock kind of thing or something.
Yeah.
I forget what it exactly is.
They switch style up between like albums. Like
Yeah.
the first one is very like sort of synthy rock kind of, and then the second one starts off a little bit more like acoustic organic kind of music, and then slowly fades into the synth kind of rock that was in the first one because it's a prequel. And then Act 3 isn't fucking out yet. It's been 15 years.
Yeah.
Act 2 came out in 2009. We've gotten 3 singles.
Yeah, it's probably not happening.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
never seen the full one.
they made they finally returned Portishead. They had an album in 94 and then 97, and then they had like an 11-year break until their third album called Third came out in 2008. And everybody has just been like, boy, when's fucking Portishead happening again? Because they're all still working. Beth Gibbons was just on the Kendrick Lamar album a couple of years ago, and the other two guys are all still doing stuff. It's like, guess they just don't really want to. There's been rumors adjacent to Portishead. There's been rumors of Massive Attack making a new fucking album since their last album. In 2010, we've been hearing for like fucking like a decade, Tricky's back with them, and they're doing new stuff, and it's like, no, they aren't. They just aren't. I'm not getting my hopes up.
Maybe like they're gonna do a live tour one day, maybe.
I think they did some live stuff. I don't know. There's probably new material, but it's not really materializing.
Shame.
Speaking of new material, though, we haven't mentioned this on the podcast, and I know, Brains, you've been following this. The Wu-Tang album. I've got the ODB shirt on. I didn't plan this, but the Wu-Tang album, Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, is like finally within sight. It's not out yet, I don't think, but there's like a timer or something.
Martin Shkreli.
I feel weird about how they're distributing it. Like, I'm not a big
it's
fan
an
of that.
NFT thing.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's gonna get ripped. It's gonna end up on Streamable or wherever. But
Some
like,
hero.
even still,
some hero.
Put that
it's,
shit on
it's
Soul
a
Seed.
little like it runs a bit contrary to how the Wu have presented themselves up to this point of the music being for the people and like very homegrown and sourced by everyone involved.
Really expect it to be more of like a Radiohead in Rainbows kind of thing, where it's just
Yeah.
like boom, free album, eat shit.
Exactly.
Like pay what you want.
But
Even if it's
I don't know.
nothing.
I guess Riz is like counting the pennies.
We talked about this. I was sort of a fan. I don't know if you ever listened to much of it, but I kind of liked part of RZA's solo album from a few years ago, which was like some of the music was used in the Wu-Tang show for like
it was
incidental stuff, and it was like all the best stuff and then all of the not so great stuff, which was incidentally RZA's raps were not so great. Most of those were not included. And he would bring up stuff like uploading his consciousness for his children into the future so they don't gotta worry about no food, clothing, and shelter. And it's like, is this what you think NFTs are? You listen to him talk about it, and he's not. It's the classic celebrity boomer who doesn't really quite know.
Yeah,
that this isn't the future.
You very quickly realize how uninformed RZA is when he's talking about that stuff. No doubt.
Yeah. And so there's like this fucking 100-year clock or something that people are throwing money. They're throwing crypto at this timer so that it counts down faster. The album is supposed to release in like, I forget, it's like 2177 or some Fallout shit. I don't know, but it's supposed to release in the future. And yeah, you're like throwing money at it to lower how long it takes to actually get it out. And I mean, I haven't checked the thing recently, but I mean, people have been doing it. Hopefully it eventually drops. I just know they wrenched control away from it from Shkreli.
Martin Shkreli. How's he doing, by the way? Has he been released from jail yet?
Is he in
He's
jail?
still alive?
I mean, I thought he.
Shame.
Yeah, I guess he would be in jail. Yeah, I remember there was a time. There was a time. I look back a little bit embarrassed at the era where I was like, kind of more pro-Trump than I should have been.
Oh yeah, I voted for the motherfucker. I look back upon those days in shame.
I mean, I still think
shame.
No, I mean, like, not that much shame for me. I still think I like Hillary less than Trump.
Oh,
but
I mean,
yeah,
absolutely.
It's not hard.
I don't think any sane person did. I think most sane people were like, well, it's one or the other. I'm gonna go with the one that's a little bit funnier.
I do look back with shame on an era where I thought Martin Shkreli might have been cool. I think there was a period there where I was like, this guy is an edgy badass.
Yeah, I always thought he was
stand on that. He's on the hoverboard.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was sort of that Elon Musk, like, he's breaking all the rules, and we saw how that turned out with him.
Yeah, you know the beautiful thing is, he literally has that same thing. He was Elon Musk before Elon Musk.
Yeah, no, it didn't take long for me to be like, how about this guy? Yeah, you wanted me to bring up that trailer there?
Yes, we're getting a Dead Rising remaster, but we're also getting a
it's called Durder.
Yeah, Durder.
It's not apparently looking that great.
Yeah, I have not watched this trailer all the way through.
Yeah, also,
like I took a quick scroll through it, I swiped through.
Yeah, pause this real quick. Real quick, I should mention to folks, by the time we're recording this, there will be more information about this game. By the time we release this, by the time recording this,
right now it's the end of June.
Yes, there's a
June
direct
30th.
thing.
Last day you can be gay, sadly.
Yes, last.
Tomorrow.
Rest in peace to being gay.
Yeah, I'm going to the conversion facility.
It's sad, but hey,
it's
there's
sad.
always next year.
This month was not as good as Puss in Boots 2 for the Game Boy Advance, but it was almost.
Do you want to put that shit like at the end?
Which
things that are not as good as Pride Month.
You find that thing, I'll post it.
It's in announcements.
Oh, okay, sure.
So
this is all there is of this trailer here.
Yes,
41 seconds.
On July 1st, there will be a new Capcom event thing with I think a VR version of Resident Evil 7 for Quest 3.
Okay,
that would be cool, actually.
I think that's actually coming.
Yeah, Resident Evil 7 VR.
PC didn't get it.
Yeah,
it was only on PS4, right? Yeah.
It may come later to PC, but
I don't even think it was. I don't even think it was brought up for PSVR 2.
It wasn't because it's a different tracking. Instead of outside in, it's inside out.
Right, you're right.
So we'd have to change it completely.
Well, let's see this here. Because the only thing I know about this is
new voice.
The voice actor.
Yeah, already here you can tell, like, if you played this game a lot.
Yeah, I haven't, and I can already tell.
Oh yeah, all the trees with fog down there.
Say, buddy. You mentioned something.
I mean, this is like on RE5 or DMC5 engine or whatever.
Remember
no,
that
this
name,
is on
'cause the whole
this
world's
is on the
gonna know it
newest
in 3
MT
days.
framework.
Oh.
Yeah. MT framework usually runs pretty well.
I mean,
yeah, it's usually well optimized.
I gotta
Same with
say,
RE engine, but RE engine has like higher specs needed.
this is such. This looks like such. I know it is, but it just looks like such a Capcom game. You know, I mean, just like this is what you expect. And this is good. It's like I like this. I like what they're going for, where it's cartoony bullshit, but it's realistic. Also, you know, sure.
Yeah, it's Dead Rising.
It's a good touch up on the original.
I'll say this: I'm iffy on the new voice actor from the one clip, but also I'm open.
Frank left. Remember that name, because the whole world's gonna know it in 3 days.
I covered Wars, you know. Actually, I could not imagine that voice saying I covered Wars, you know.
I really hope they include that. Also, he does look older.
They will. They have to.
Oh, I meant the next footage. I'd say, like, if they put him in next footage,
Well,
like, I want to hear him.
He's
say
got
it.
like he kind of has the hairline from the Dead Rising 2 DLC.
I still have Dead
He kind of
like
does.
off the
Yeah,
record
record.
DLC. Yeah.
Yep.
They probably just reused that model, honestly. Just up-resed it.
I
Well,
know.
no, there's different shade, like the facial hair that is totally different. Like the 5 o'clock shadow. That I think it's a little different in OTR because I've played that. a little recently.
Yeah, he looks pretty old in OTR comparatively.
Is this a full remake then? It's called a remaster, but it looks pretty remade.
I think they're going to like change it. I've got a feeling this is kind of the start of them doing this with probably 1, 2, and 3, because
does anybody really need 3 done?
3, yes, because it's 30 frames on everything unless you mod it on PC. It's a janky piece of shit, but I really like the game.
It's rough.
So,
but I think what they're doing is they're taking like the original code of the game and then just adapting it to new MT framework and then like new models and textures and shit.
Yeah, it's like come in.
And voice
That's like the best way of doing a thing like this, honestly.
Yeah, I guess it depends. Like sometimes the code is like so outdated that you can't really do much with it.
But if you can, that's
if you can, like Ocarina of Time 3D did that.
Yeah.
It's the definitive version to play.
If only Silent Hill could do that, you know.
Yeah.
Well, they did do that. It's just it wasn't fucking complete.
I suppose so.
It hurts
They
still.
used Comic Sans. Thank you, Konami.
That's a good, reliable font right there. Okay.
Yeah, everyone loves it. I always use it in my thumbnails.
It always sucks a little bit though, because like I've always wanted to play Dead Rising. I have it on PC. I have it on Xbox 360. You know, the classic gray box, greatest hits version.
Yeah.
And I played some of it, and it's like kind of fun. I don't know. It's. I don't know if it's really my thing, but now I'm like, oh man. Now, if I want to play it, I'm gonna have to play this new version. That's gonna be the next way I'm gonna. If not that, then probably nothing.
I mean, I will say this: they did discount the original release to $10 everywhere since this one was
That's
announced.
true.
So
yeah, because there is already a remaster that is like a direct, just the 360 game with better.
Yeah, it's just a good port. Yeah.
And as far as I can tell, they don't plan on delisting it. But there's also everything's on sale right now, folks. If you want to buy Dead Rising on Steam, it's the only place you can get all 4 of them. So
well, it might not be by the time this
3.
goes out, but if you're on the Patreon, you know, hey.
Yeah.
I got fucking SMT3 Nocturne for like $20, which you love to see it.
I did buy 4 on PlayStation because it was super discounted. I was like, I gotta replay this turd one day. So it's like, all right, fuck it.
Dead Rising 4 was on PlayStation?
Yep, Dead Rising 2 is the only one that skipped PlayStation because Microsoft has the exclusivity rights on that motherfucker.
I thought 4 was also Xbox too, but
it launched on Xbox, but it eventually Capcom needed to recoup the money on that one because it fucking blew.
I only watched videos about. I know the first 2. They might not be my thing, but I know they're like classics. And then the third one, it was like kind of okay-ish, but kind of It was like done by a different developer, I think.
But no, it was same devs. They just have been hired by
okay.
Capcom. I think there's a new lead, but it went more open world than even the first two.
And then the
It's got
fourth one.
Yeah, the fourth one's bad.
That one was the one. I think they had like Capcom Vancouver or something developing it. It was like some new
same
fucking...
devs from 1, 2, like not from 1, but 2, 3, and 4. It's just they got progressively worse. They were originally Blue Castle Games, but then Capcom really liked Dead Rising 2 and thought, "Fuck it, we'll buy you," and they bought them. And they were originally going to cancel 3 because it was made for 360 and PS3, and the PS3 was put it nicely, a piece of shit. I don't know how to describe it other than that.
Hey man, don't say that about the PS3.
Well, like to develop.
It had the power of the cell.
It was rough to develop for.
That's their fault for not being able to harness the cell. Okay, now can use this. No, wait, that was PS4.
That's PS4, yeah. Also, the 360 was like hitting its limit of like RAM. It had, I think, both of them had 512 megabytes.
Oh god.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I was gonna say a gigabyte, but no, 512.
And
That's
then,
embarrassing.
The Xbox One has, I think, 8 gigs of RAM, which
the fact that they managed
all the
to
shit
get...
the Xbox One had. At least had RAM.
They managed to get GTA 5 and Halo 4 on the 360. Holy shit. That's...
Can you fucking believe that? Like, it's insane.
Man. I remember, so that
has
GTA
4 can run on that fucking console is insane.
That has 512 megabytes of RAM. I remember my old computer had 256, and I would spend, I'm not kidding, like over an hour, 2 hours on a Sims 2 loading screen trying to get between like neighborhood locations or something. That was just my life as a kid. Was like, oh, I want to go to the store with my sim. All right, I'm gonna go to the store with my parents and come back, and I'll be halfway through the loading screen. And that was half the fucking RAM the 360 had. That's an impressive little fucking machine.
I had a computer.
Honestly, yeah.
I had a computer. This was Kmart used to sell computers. It was a blue light special computer. That was the name of it. And it had.
Oh my god! I think I damaged my eyes looking at that fucking blue light. By the way, fun anecdote.
Oh god, I think I did too. But we had this shitty computer from them, and I was trying to play Diablo 2. This was like a couple years after it launched, and literally like 40 minutes for it to like boot the game and go past that first screen. And I was like,
hell yeah.
Eventually, we got a shitty Mac that could also play it, and that actually ran that way better, so I played it on that.
Nice.
Diablo 2 fucking rules.
I had a cool thing because my dad would seemingly thought it was my fault that my computer couldn't run Halo or whatever, and it was like, no, I just don't have the specs for it. But he's like, you got a virus or something. You've got some kind of virus on there. Like, dude,
it's like
computer's got 32 megs of graphics. It's not happening. Halo's not happening.
I had a similar situation where like I had this Dell Optiplex as a teenager. And I like begged my dad to buy me a copy of Crysis. I said, "Oh, it's gonna work. It's gonna work. I can definitely run Crysis on this Dell." And I could not run Crysis on the Dell. And my dad was very angry that I was like, it was moving at like a clip show speed. And he was very mad that he spent 60 Canadian dollars on a game that would not work, and I couldn't play it.
Did you ever play it?
Well, I mean, later when I got a good computer, but
yeah, but like how long? Okay, not within right.
Not within a reasonable frame of time. My dad stopped buying me games by then. Yeah.
Listen, I had
a little too old for that, maybe.
Every now and then I lay awake in bed at night and I think about the time that I got my parents for Christmas to grab me the Christmas edition of The Sims 2, which was just The Sims 2 again, which I already owned. It was just the base game, but now it had like Christmas trees and stuff, and that was all it had. And I was like, no, don't get me any new games, don't get me any expansions, don't even get me anything else. I just want the Christmas. I didn't know at the time, right? I thought it was like, going to be something else.
I mean,
it was just funny Christmas trees, and that's all I get. It was terrible.
Sucks.
I also wished for Superman 64 for my birthday, but I only rented it. So
nice. Bullet dodge.
Missed.
You know,
missed an opportunity there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm trying to think. What's so I mean, I think I did get Silent Hill 2 for my birthday one time. That was actually the best, probably gaming birthday gift I've ever gotten.
That's a pretty good one.
Trying to think the worst one I ever got. I got an iToy, and I got some of those iToy games one time for Christmas. So that kind of sucked. I didn't like the iToy very much.
Yeah, no. I'm sure Cat Icarus knows all about that.
Oh yeah,
I wanted the iToy.
I felt some pain.
Yeah, they made the iToy look really cool.
They made it look so awesome.
They made it look so cool.
They had that one that was like the air border anti-grav one, and that one was...
The marketing worked.
Yeah.
Well, it was the same. I also wanted the fucking e-reader as a kid, so I'm just lucky I didn't wind up with one of those.
I wanted that to make the Altered Cave and Pokemon not fucking suck.
See, here's the thing. If you had gotten that, though, and you'd kept it till now, the amount of money you could make...
I don't think it's worth that much. Nobody even wants a fucking e-reader.
I thought, like, a complete, like, in-box one's worth, like, a few hundred.
Well, I wasn't...
Given how, you know, old Nintendo games are going for scary amounts of money, e-readers are probably going for like 75 times more than people are willing to buy them for.
More than they probably should. At least.
Oh yeah.
We gotta
more than they definitely should.
E-reader, frankly, they got to do an e-reader classic.
Yeah,
they're gonna even worse.
It's gonna somehow fit inside the Switch cart. Oh.
I'm actually shocked that like Analog or one of those like niche companies that make like the knockoff Game Boys that are like clones. I'm surprised they haven't done anything with that where it's like, here, your own custom cards, and you can just swipe them like that and put your own custom code.
I mean, do you think that's too niche at that point? Yeah,
it might be too niche, but
the one thing I know is with the actual e-reader, it was like a useless piece of shit because it was like the cards, you'd have to scan them like 100 fucking times to get them to actually read, and needing to scan like
you'd have
8
like
different cards to play an NES game or some shit.
Oh
it would
yeah,
take
for
like an
anything
hour.
bigger, because it was like reading the code in the lines as you scanned it. So effectively, you were writing to memory each time you swiped the card.
What we really need is more barcode battlers.
Oh fuck
That's
yes!
the real
I remember barcode. I never had one, but I wanted one.
I think Ashen's looked at it, and I've never forgot it. It always looks super cool.
Honestly, the fact that's not like a fucking app nowadays.
Yeah, that would be a good one. It would be like a Pokemon Go type of like, you know, meta thing.
You'd get people to actually go to a fucking store and scan things again.
Yeah, we need like Kroger to make a fucking barcode battler app so that you go to your local supermarket and buy a can of Pringles.
So if Target does that, all the controversy they had years ago, people totally forget about. It's like, all right, fuck it, I'm going to Target.
Sure, why not?
Yeah. What else do I got here? I think I've got something else here. Yeah, Martin Shkreli is I think out of prison now. Yeah, he's in a halfway house.
Oh, thank goodness.
Well,
yeah.
Thank God.
Hopefully he winds up all the way eventually.
Yeah. Gets in one of those full-way houses.
Let's say, which direction? Which way are we going?
We'll leave that to the imagination.
For grace in the church direction, I would say. That's becoming a new favorite meme.
5.
Honestly,
sweating and praying for the death of Ghostface Killer.
I watched before like I ran out of my carts. I watched Spider-Man 3 while just absolutely gone. I was on the moon, and that single scene was so fucking
pivotal. It's like I get that, dude.
Spidey 3's got a lot of keynote, a lot of great.
It's great. It's genuinely a good movie, and it sucks that it doesn't really have the reputation it deserves.
I mean,
probably because of all the horrible scenes in it.
No, that's the thing. I wouldn't say that there are many like awful scenes. The only thing is it just has like
that Gwen Stacy bar scene's pretty rough.
That is pretty rough. I'll give you that.
That's the thing. It's rough to watch. I think, in my opinion, at least. Specifically because, you know, you see fucking Peter doing something that's heinous.
Well, yeah, that is the point.
Yeah. Like the point is that you're not supposed to like enjoy seeing Peter Parker beat the shit out of Mary Jane, you know? Just smack her to the fucking ground.
I think it's actually interesting. People really don't like that scene, and it's similar to the Spider-Man 2 game where I guess spoilers, the symbiote takes over Mary Jane and she has like a Karen meltdown attack fight thing with Peter where people call it like Karen meltdown, but it really is just it's person with symbiote acting crazy because they have emotions. You know,
because symbiote.
Yeah, and the symbiote amplifies that. Yeah, yeah. I think more than anything too in that scene is like obviously like people are quite divided on the MJ scene of her getting knocked down, but I think the build up to that moment is pretty clumsy as well with the whole dance sequence
that's the
and
thing.
everything.
It's cringe, therefore it's great.
That's true. I've really
Natty going
started.
this.
It is its own
I'm really
Look.
starting to have trouble having like discerning like a difference between like good quality entertainment and this thing is really cringe and stupid and I'm enjoying it because ultimately I'm enjoying it either way, right? If I see an episode of Doctor Who and it's like a profound, really good episode like Heaven Sent, I'm having ultimately about the same fun, just in a different way as I would if I'm watching like Brain of Morbius, where it's like, you know, it's like
or Love and Monsters.
ham it up nonsense of like, no, you fool, I will rule the world, like
Ham it
that
up
thing,
like
you know.
it's charge.
Yeah, I think like ultimately entertainment's primary goal is to entertain. So if you are entertained, it's done, right? But
exactly.
you know, at the same time, that doesn't mean that like you can't examine stuff with a kind of a critical lens and go,
Well, the big
yeah,
problem,
okay.
I
When
mean,
you get
for
too
like,
critical, I think there's a happy medium.
for like, you know, realistic, like, okay, this is not a great scene in a movie, but then it's like the big problem with Spider-Man 3 is just how much shit they tried to shove in there with like Venom shouldn't have even been in there, frankly.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
you know, if
that's
if
just
he
stupid
was,
studio mandate.
It should have been a
That's
cliffhanger or something.
That's Aviara
That would
right
have been
there.
sick, genuinely. Although to be fair, I do like all of the storytelling stuff that comes from the symbiote.
That's true.
But maybe having it take over Eddie Brock in the film, maybe that was a bit far.
And that being the closer, or maybe that being the closer, like the sequence in the
like
church
what they
with
really
the
should have.
symbiote. Yeah.
Yeah, they should have set
It's
up
like
Eddie Brock as a character.
It would have been like fucking that scene at the end of Spider-Man 2 where, you know, Willem Dafoe's like, "Avenge me!" and Harry discovers all of the goblin shit.
Yeah.
It would have been exactly like that, and it would have been the coolest thing ever.
It would have really set up a sequel very well. And
Yeah,
and then you can get into all the Eddie Brock stuff where he's trying to like dismantle Peter Parker. Like that's initially Venom's like whole story is Eddie trying to get back at Peter and ruin his life, showing up at Aunt May's, all that stuff, right?
It's unfortunate.
I think you could make a full good movie that way.
Yeah, I mean, if they had set up Eddie Brock in 3 just as a normal guy, and then you know build the rivalry, tease that at the end, and then the big problem is you hear the actual plot of the 4th one was going to be like Vulture.
Yep.
And there's been a lot of leaks about what that would have been, and that also feels like it's just like a random new thing out of nowhere that's unnecessary.
What I'm wondering is when the hell he was planning on having Dr. Connors be the Lizard.
Yeah, it is weird how much they were setting him up for like no reason.
They didn't even hint at it throughout both of the movies that he's in.
Well, they use him as the Lizard in the fucking video games based on the movies. Like in the 3rd Spider-Man game, they got right at the beginning, like you got to chase down after lizard beasts in the city or whatever the fuck. So they got that going right out the gate, but yeah, not in the movies.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
What a
and
shame.
Then we got,
I got a couple articles.
Ooh, I was just gonna say, speaking of superhero movies, we got that Wolverine Deadpool coming out soon.
Yeah.
Which,
it kind of looks whatever. I don't know how to describe it, but I have no opinion on it. It's such a shame. I feel like I should. It feels like there should be something there, but
I'm like more interested than I am in.
I mean,
a lot of the things Marvel's doing now,
yeah.
but you know,
I want to see how they connect this character to this increasingly more dumb franchise, because it felt like they had a plan and they didn't know where they were going to go after Endgame. And it feels like
it felt like at some point after Endgame, it felt like they had a plan, but then they just lost it again.
I don't know what they're. I don't know what they're focusing on anymore, and it feels weird to say from something that seemed to have been on the ball for like 25 fucking movies, successful enough. Some of them were really fucking bad, but
it's funny if you remember now, like 5 years ago or something, when people were like, say what you will about Marvel, they're all kind of maybe they're bland sometimes, but hey, there's never been a bad one, and now it's just like, man, I don't know.
or
They're
two,
probably there has been, and they're all too bland, for their own good anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna come through with a very controversial take here. For all of DC's faults, they make some pretty lousy movies, but they also at least inject some interesting stuff in said lousy movies.
I would agree. I like the Aquaman movies for what they are. I think like
all right.
I mean, I don't know.
Wonder Woman.
I think they have like more like stylistic flourishes.
The Flash is the worst one though.
They aren't like too embarrassed about the comic stuff. Like I always find that Marvel like tiptoes around being too comic booky.
It's
whereas
funny
a lot of the
that you
DC
say
movies
that.
are willing to be a lot more like that.
Marvel was like the first thing that was willing to be closer to being like a real superhero thing, because I remember like for the longest time, like me and my dad, we used to watch Smallville, and they had a rule on Smallville that you were not allowed to have. They had the Green Arrow guy. They had fucking like
they had Bart
Booster
Allen.
Gold.
They
had Booster Gold show up in full
Yeah.
armor with like his laser gun or whatever the fuck, but they wouldn't allow Superman to be in a fucking outfit for some reason.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
That's
was-
weird.
Well, because he was a big ticket money seller. It didn't make sense for him to put him on TV, and they thought it'd split the fan base.
They
Eventually,
had to wait until the end of the series where they show Tom
the big
Welling
reveal,
and
yeah.
But then like
runs out.
That was the same era where you had the line from the X-Men movie where they're talking about their uniforms, and I think it's Cyclops is like, "What did you expect? Yellow spandex?" Because comic books are stupid. Am I right?
Yeah.
That's a line from David Hayter, the screenwriter of X-Men, by the way, and the voice of Solid Snake.
What did you expect? Yellow spandex?
I mean, look, everybody's got to have some. Let's be real. At least we're not bringing up a like Bryan Singer connection. At least we're not bringing that up. Let's not going about that one right now.
Wait, now hang on. How many weren't all of the good X-Men movies made by pedophiles?
Not all of the good ones.
No, Matthew Vaughn did First
No,
Class.
that's
Yeah,
true.
that's a good movie.
Okay,
Yeah.
because I was thinking
He's not
Days
bad.
of Future Past was that Brian Singer?
That was Bryan Singer.
That's Bryan Singer.
And then
Yeah, he
X-Men
came
2, and
Three of the best X-Men films have been created by pedophiles, yes.
I think Brett Ratner
Brett
was
Ratner,
like,
Brett
he
Ratner's a
was
sex
touchy.
pest, not a
That's
pedophile.
right.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah,
the
he was
third
touchy.
one.
Sex
Yeah.
pest,
Yeah, he
not
did.
a pedophile, though. I'll give him that.
All right.
But why am I
X-Men,
giving
great
him
series.
anything? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I'm gonna shut up.
Real
You know what I
quick,
mean? At least
we're
he's not a pedophile. That's something.
real quick. We're approaching hour 3. We should probably go ahead and wrap this up.
Well,
Actually,
can we knock out these two like news stories super fast? 'Cause I do think.
yeah.
I think these ones are at least. I think we got some.
At the very least, the
general
second
topics
one.
to talk about.
At the very least, the second one. I want to see this.
Yeah,
Well, the first one is just a good headline. It's man arrested for using fake ID to bond friend out of jail, who was arrested for using fake IDs. That's
It's a bold wraparound.
Amazing.
you love to see it happen.
The second
and
story,
then
though.
This one here is a little bit. I love his mug shot. This is a good one.
This dude's styling. I'll give him that. I like the yellow
yeah.
jacket.
He looks
Very
like if
well
they
done.
let
Yeah,
an
he looks
Asian. He looks like if they let an Asian person into the dot and bubble planet.
Oh God, you're right.
Man who flies nearly 1,000 miles to attack fellow gamer with hammer. Deputies
Hell
say.
yeah.
Ooh, that's a hard R
Um,
gamer right
Beat
there.
that motherfucker to death with hammers.
Been playing a little too much Hotline
Fernandina.
Miami, eh?
Fernandina Beach. Well, hey, it could turn out with Mama Max or this guy.
Oh God.
An online gaming dispute made its way to the real world when a New Jersey man flew to Florida to attack another player with a hammer.
Yeah, by the way,
authorities said.
but for anyone listening and not looking at the video, I want you guys to eventually guess what game you think this is, because it's kind of embarrassing that they were over for this game, but just continue.
You actually look at
Oh, I'm not seeing what it is.
We'll get there.
Edward Kang, 20, is charged with an attempted second-degree murder and armed burglary with a mask, according to Nassau County court records. He was arrested early Sunday morning. I just want to let you know this is a weird one, Nassau County Sheriff said during a news conference on Monday. Some things you just can't make up. Kang and the victim, another young man around the same age as Kang, had never met in real life, but they both played Arch-Age.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this game is. I've spent the last like minute looking it up.
Arch-Age. It's like an MMO. It's like
it's 11
MMO.
years old.
Yeah. It's a Korean one, probably.
It
like
is.
a Nexion.
I didn't.
Okay.
I thought it was going to be something like Aeon that they'd be having a dispute over.
Yeah, I thought the only MMOs that have been around for 12 years, I thought were like WoW, RuneScape, Final Fantasy. That's it.
Oh no, there's so many fucking
EverQuest.
Yeah, EverQuest.
I didn't know EverQuest was.
There's like hundreds of Korean MMOs. That's why I assume.
Yeah, Maple Story, shit like that. But
Nexon
I keep forgetting Maple Story's an MMO.
Yeah, well, there's a 3DS version that isn't actually.
Yeah.
The game's publisher announced in April that it would be shutting down servers in Europe and North America on June 27th. Kang flew from Newark, New Jersey to Jacksonville, Florida on last Thursday.
Newark.
Newark. After telling his mommy that he was going to visit a friend that he had met while playing a video game, officials said. Officials didn't know how Kang learned where the victim lives. Upon arrival,
20?
This guy was 20. Apparently, the other guy was about the same age.
Kang took an Uber to a hotel in Fernandina Beach, about 35 miles north of Jacksonville, and then bought a hammer at a local hardware store, deputies say. You bring your own
his own, yeah. You bring your own hammer, and then you
home
bleach
hammer
when you get home.
advantage. Yeah.
What a
Kang
screw.
went to the victim's Fernandina Beach home, which was unlocked around 2 a.m. Sunday. Authorities said the victim was walking out of his bedroom when he was confronted by Kang, who hit him on the head with the hammer, officials said. The two struggled as the victim called for help. His stepfather responded and helped to restrain Kang until police arrived. The victim suffered several head wounds that were not considered life-threatening, officials said. Well, I mean, he plays weird MMOs, so I mean, yeah, it's probably just going to help his time playing. You know, he's
probably
going to
enjoy this game a little more.
Oh yeah,
He probably banged something back in the right place. Yeah.
maybe he'll stop playing MMO. He'll go out and get a fucking job.
Oh wow, I feel great.
Gonna touch some grass. Once in custody, Kang told investigators that the victim is a bad person online. Well, who among us, honestly, truly is not?
Exactly.
Officials said he also asked deputies how much jail time people got for breaking and entering and assault. You should look that one up first.
Yeah, that feels like something you would look up.
Type
prior
that
to
into
this.
your Google search on your personal computer and don't delete your history.
Yeah, type incriminating evidence into Google and you'll find that.
How long in jail murder? U.S.
If I disavow someone, where can I hide them? In
Please respond. Yeah.
Where did you hide the
Alta
body?
Vista. I would say Mr. Kang it's going to be a long time before you play video games again, Leaper said. And then
all right.
And then laugh,
Yeah.
just the
all right.
studio laughter.
Failed stand-up comic.
Is there a
sheriff?
canned laughter? There's no canned laughter sound effect on Discord, but
that works. Well, that's your little dose of weird news there.
Yes.
And I think that brings us
that was hilarious.
rapidly to a close. Yes.
Yeah. Black Brains, pretty much where can people find you? What are you doing? What are you looking
all
forward
about
to?
you. We didn't really do an introduction. This was just we got
social
right into
security
the
number, home
This
address.
is the introduction.
Yeah.
You don't have social security in Canada. Thank you.
Oh
very
yeah,
much.
you're right.
I'm
I'm a filthy syrup junkie. I'm a leaf. I'm gonna get raked. I'm one of the leaves.
Yeah, you're one of the good leaves. You're one of the good leaves.
So what tree did you fall from? Where can people find you?
I fell from the giving tree. Let me say my spiel. So yeah, I stream on a pretty well a weekly basis. I do a bit of content as well. I predominantly do that on YouTube. I also have a podcast called the Very Late Podcast with myself and my co-host Sad Godzuki. We talk about culture, talk about video games, content. We usually have guests on. We had Claw on among many of our guests. So
I'd be down
thank
sometime.
you once again for that. It was. So yeah, by all means, just check me out on there. I'm always trying to put out new stuff. I'm gradually climbing towards 2K subs, so I keep it pushing.
Announce the channel name.
Oh, it is Slug Boys, and in parentheses, Black Brains.
There you
You
go.
can
Find me on
also
YouTube.
look up with
My favorite
with
sub.
with a Z, by the way. And
with a Z.
If you look at the thumbnail for this, type that in, but without the width.
Yes.
I
wasn't correcting you. I just say Z.
minus the width. Yeah, but you can also look up Super Brains Kingdom for the real skinny. That's where you get the real information.
Very peak.
All right, well, folks,
toot
with
my own
that,
horn.
we've been Loud Equals Funny, Black Brains.
We've
Thank you.
been loud. We've been funny.
Thank you.
I'm loud.
I'm not always funny, actually. I'll be real. But
I'm grump and I'm not so grump.
I'm mostly just tired.
I feel that, and
I thought you were equals.
I think you might be equals. I think
he's equals.
I think I'm equals.
One of us has
I'm
to be equals. The
He's
guest
funny.
can be equals.
He's funny. Claw's loud. I'll be the equals. I'll take that.
Sure.
All right.
Penis.
Penis.